All right, we're on. Yep. Okay, sorry about that, folks. For those listening, we've got a 5-2. Let's see, was it still 5-2? 1, 2, 3. 5-3. First game here with Matt Roth against Tom Riggle. Here with Brian Brecky.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties getting going here, but I think we got sound now, so I apologize if you've been following along. Like Mike said, it's 5-3. We're here at Slate Billiards with a one-pocket match tonight with Matt Roth and Tom Riggle. And Mike, why don't you go through some of your thoughts again on this match tonight?
Yeah, this is actually, and it's from what we've seen so far, it's turning out to play out the way we thought. It's going to be a close match. They're both, Tom and Matt, are from two different generations of pool, but they both love one pocket. And Matt is really coming into his own as a powerful shooter. Tom is experienced, he's a fighter, and he never quits. I know from experience. So this is going to be a good match. I think that the moving that's going on so far in the first game has been great. It's 5-3. And Tom has the position here.
Yeah, I think Matt was a little fortunate on that one. Kind of doubled him up on the two, so he can't make the two, and probably doesn't like the combination, so he's got to come up with another shot.
Yeah, I think he's probably, what he's thinking about, if he's not going to take the aggressive combo, is shooting the 13. Looks like he's going to take the combo, unless that gets by it. Well, we can't tell here in the TV. He tried
to get by it.
But he played the cue ball, which is smart.
So Matt's ahead 5-3. Do you see any advantage either way here at this point?
No, and what I would like to see is Matt moving balls up table, but he's in a pickle here. He's just got to get out of this right now because he has no air. So.
And you'd like to see Matt move up table because he's ahead 5-3. Is that your thought?
Yep. And so that 13 ball, if he could get that up past the side pocket on his side, that's one less ball that Tom can run. And not bad here. I like tickling the 8 ball on the side rail, putting the cue ball down by the upper left corner. Tease him with that 13 ball. It's game one. Let him see if he shoots it. Personally, I give a lot of people shots like that on game one to see if they will shoot it. Unfortunately, they always make it.
So one of the things that we should go through is I think we probably have some viewers that might be new to one pocket. So the way the game works is Tom's pocket is the lower right-hand corner. Matt's pocket's the lower left-hand corner. Tom is the one that's shooting now. And so he needs to make 8 balls in his pocket before Matt makes 8 balls in his pocket. And whoever does that first wins the game. So at this point, Matt has made 5 in his pocket. Tom has made 3 in his pocket. And so Matt's got a little bit of an advantage here.
I like that result even better. He put him up there and made the 6 balls a lot harder than the 13 ball would have been. So a little less of a tease, but I kind of like seeing if my opponent will shoot some tough shots early. Of course, this is only a short match tonight, so maybe it's wise, kind of like in a tournament, if you're playing a race to 3, it's wise to be conservative the whole way through rather than test your opponent too much.
Right, so we're playing by the game, and they're playing until 9 o'clock. So whatever game is going on at 9 o'clock tonight is the last game. There may be some friendly wagers happening behind the scenes here. But so that's the way the match is working tonight. So we're 0-0 in games, and Matt's ahead 5-3 in ball count.
So this is kind of a transition part of the game. We're in the middle of the game now, and it's about gaining offensive posture. So right now, Matt is in a defensive posture. He's got to change the balls. I think that was wise. Move another ball down table and out of play. He's got a lead. They say you play like a lamb when you get a lead, and you play like a lion when you're
behind. So it's Matt's, like Mike said, it's to Matt's advantage to get balls up table, so there's less balls for Tom to pocket. Matt would be fine if this was just a one ball at a time game at
Yep.
this point.
Tom might kick the 6. Let's see if he does. This would be a fun shot because his cue ball might be behind the 13 when he's done. Oh, no, he went for
He's
the bank.
banking it. Looks like he hit it pretty good. Nice speed, really good speed. Put it in a position that's difficult to even take out.
Yeah. Now, this one, a lot of times you want to come from the side rail, but if you don't hit that 6 full from off the side rail,
Will he just kick behind it, do you think?
you'll lose the cue ball.
Kick to the bottom rail and
Yeah.
move the 6 up the rail?
The only problem is if he gets too steep, like if the cue ball drifts up to the middle diamond, he's going to have a bank on that 11. So sometimes, you know, the 6 is closer to
Yeah.
the side rail, so the kick might be more accurate full from going from the side rail. I don't know. He's so confident. Let's see what he decides.
So he did kick behind it, took that ball out, but he might. Do you think he left an angle for that bank? It's kind of
I'm shooting
tight.
that.
You're shooting that bank. And how are
Came
you?
up an inch too far.
How are you shooting this bank?
I'm shooting it with middle stun, and I'm just gonna put my cue ball up by the spot, almost where you spot a ball. I'm just gonna miss the 14 with my cue ball, and bank it and push the 2.
Push the
I'm
2
playing
closer
cue
to the
ball
pocket.
more. I'm playing cue ball more than anything.
Okay.
Avoiding the kiss and playing the cue ball.
And Tom being behind 5-3, I'm sure he's thinking he wants to put some pressure on Matt here.
Yep, and I think he's shooting a 6, and I think that's a wise shot too, because he could go over to the left side rail with his cue ball and come behind the 13 when it's done traveling, and really get him in an uncomfortable defense. See how the cue ball, he's playing all cue ball.
Yeah, great shot.
Now that's what happens a lot of times when you play that shot. You leave him. Now Matt's gonna shoot this 13.
Matt's a shooter.
Yes.
Matt's a shooter. He likes to shoot. But this is not a, when you're ahead 5-3, this is a scary shot because you can win the game here, but you can lose the game from here too.
I think the consequences are greater than the reward.
Yeah, so it's really questionable as to whether or not he should shoot this ball. And I think he's probably trying to decide that now. And some of it's how you're feeling at the time.
The 13, you can get on the 11, so he'd get 2. If he can win, but maybe he can win
might.
with the 6 ball or the.
It's going to be hard to win, but he can probably get a couple balls. But he can give up four balls probably if he misses.
Yeah.
So he's really got to he's got to decide. I mean, I think if you're behind 5-3, you probably shoot, huh? Or what's your thought on that, Mike? Does it matter?
Well, Matt's shooting, so he probably shouldn't shoot in that reasoning. Oh boy, I'd say this is a 50-50. And I'd say he's smart to go for it. Why not? It's game 1. See what you got.
Yeah. He's
Go
a
for the
shooter.
win.
Like we say, he likes to shoot. He rolled it at a nice speed. I
Now
think
he
he's got
didn't
it.
play shape. He just played to make it.
Played
Now
the ball.
I don't look at the result if that had missed.
Right. He was in big trouble if he missed. I mean,
So
Tom had a chance to get a few balls there, and so you got to. That's the beauty of the game. You got to decide whether or not you want to go for shots because you might give up the game. But he put the ball in the pocket, which was the most important thing on that shot.
I'll get a score here. We're gonna get one more from that.
That was a good shot. He took the 6 out and they took the 8 off Tom's side rail. So he really took a lot of Tom's advantage away. That was a good inning for Matt.
Very productive. That decision making, I know that they're going to go back and relook at this and and think about that shot. I would love to watch that and have the discussion on that one shot because that is a pivotal transition mentally of whether you shoot that or not.
And now Tom's probably not liking it. I don't think he can get at this 11 to bank it, right? I don't know if that's the right shot, but if he could get in there and bank that 11.
Yeah, I like stop shots in one pocket.
Okay.
And he's looking at it. We play a lot. I had a feeling he was going to do that. He's just giving less air, waiting to get another opportunity.
He's patient.
Yep.
He knows he gave up a ball that last shot, and he's down 6-3, but he's not going to give up the game. He's going to make Matt earn
Nope.
it.
And if you play enough one pocket, you realize that the game is about how many times you're giving your opponent an offensive run out type. If you sell out a shot, how many sellouts? So he's not out of the game. 6-3, going to 8, he's not out of the game. All it is one more sellout. These guys can run 5 balls in one sellout. So it's fighting for the next battle.
Looks like we might have had the score wrong. Tom's got 2 balls instead of 3.
Yeah, we got a little flustered when our volume wasn't working early. We did our intro, everything perfect, and then we talked halfway through the game and realized we weren't on.
We weren't being heard. So sorry about that.
That was a good shot. He's forcing him to keep the balls down table. So Tom wants to keep the balls down table. Matt wants to move them up table. It's kind of a...
Yeah, again, when you've got a big lead like this, if you can take balls out of play by moving them up table, there's less chance that Tom can come to the table and run 4 or 5 balls on you to get back in the game.
Right.
Do you think you moved the 10 here?
He's fixated on that, I think. I can't see his body and what he's looking at, but I think he's trying to figure out how to shoot this 10. He's probably just going to cut it to his side and put the ball on the end rail down closest. Yeah, just bank it up. I thought he was going to bank it to the other side.
Yeah, I did too. He just decided to leave him on the end rail.
That's not a bad shot, though. Sometimes I like putting a ball there just to block the bank lane, so that because he's got to fight one ball at a time. Sometimes there's a good little reason to put that ball there.
Yeah, Mike makes a good point. He took the bank away on the 6th because the 10's in the way. So now Tom's going to move that.
Yeah, I think he's going to bank this. He's pretty good at this bank. A little inside English. Cue ball will go to the upper left.
Oh, you hit that nice.
Oh, he hit the magic spot.
So good.
It actually came out on him.
Yeah, it did.
And this table plays so well. It's hard to see a roll like that, but I think that table rolled there.
Yeah, I think it was in the pocket, but it was a fantastic shot.
You know what? Sometimes when you hit the magic point like that, the ball spins funny. So it might have been releasing the end of its spin for a roll like that.
Yeah. I
know that sounds a little weird,
but I don't think he could have hit it any better. I mean,
No.
he hit a great shot. He did exactly what he wanted to do, and he's going to force Matt to play some defense here to clear that 10 ball out.
Now, this is another one of those, go to the side rail and just kick it over. That could be, or it looks like he's coming to the bottom rail and kicking under it, which he could lose the cube. No, he did that.
This is, did he? That was risky, and boy, he came out nicely there. He came out better than he could ever imagine. I'm sure his heart sunk, because if he scratched there, he's got to spot a ball. He goes back to 5, and he leaves Tom the 6 ball in the corner, because when you scratch in this game, you get to shoot from the kitchen. So he would have left Mike the 6 ball and a chance to get a few balls. So that was a big turning point.
And that goes back to why we want to move balls up table. He would have been able to run out and win the game from there.
Right. So we fight on.
Yep. And Tom he's laying down good pressure banks. So Tom is taking the offensive posture here, even though he's behind. But that's what happens typically, because you're taking riskier shots. You're going for it more, applying pressure.
Matt's sitting here with kind of the same shot. I don't think he's going to go to that side rail again on this one.
Let's see if he does.
He almost scratched on the last shot. It's kind of he's probably a little jumpy in terms of trying to take the 6 out and how he should do it. But the problem is, if he goes from behind, the cue ball might roll up and leave the 2 as a bank, right?
Yeah. It's close enough to the rail where he shouldn't sell out.
And you could kick this slower too,
Yep.
instead of,
But if
you know,
he hits
trying
the
to push it
rail
way up.
right before it hits the 6, it should just stop on the dime.
Yeah.
Because it's right at that distance where it's perfect to stop it.
And some of it's a speed shot. Let's see how hard he hits this ball. He's slow rolling
He
it.
went to the underside this time.
Yeah, and that's what that was a shot I was thinking he was going to
Yeah.
shoot, because I think he was a little gun shy.
Yep.
So you just roll it up a little ways and don't sell out the bank, and just live to fight another day.
Yep. And that first one he shot, the way he shot it was just a little firm, that's all. But it's probably thinking the table was a little slippery, so it's hesitant to do it again.
Yeah.
Now Tom has a cool shot here. He could play the 2 off the bottom of the 14, or he could, or twist the 6 back. You know, go full length table, bank.
Bank the 6 to the top rail and back down.
Yep.
Looks like he's shooting the 11.
Yeah, 11 off to the edge of the 8, and the 8 will bank over. But let's see.
I think he might have been trying that shot. I don't
Maybe-
know.
No. I couldn't see on the angle. I couldn't see if that was real. The 11 would have been lost if he had done what I was saying.
So if for the viewers that are new to one pocket, again, he made the 11 in the side, which is not a pocket that they're using, so it just spots. And the score remains 6-2.
Now Matt can play finally. The balls are in his favor now because this 6 ball banks over. Matt's in a severe advantage here. If he gets this near his hole or even makes it, he could be out. Obviously, he only needs 2 balls, but the balls are lined up. They just haven't been cooperating for Tom.
Oh, he hit a nice shot. A little wide. It kind of opened up. I thought it was going to come in a little steeper.
Now Tom could go for this 2 here and rip the 6 with the cue ball tangent line coming over there.
You think it's?
I don't think he'll.
You think
do
it's
that.
thick enough? Yeah, it seems like it's a little thin,
Yeah.
maybe for that. But
Yeah.
he probably. This is another situation. If you're moving the 6, you got to make sure you don't sell out a bank, right? Or maybe can you bank the 10 and put the cue ball on the upper left hand, by the upper left hand pocket?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna bank the 6 over to his side.
Okay.
And so he's not playing to make it, he's gonna bank it though. Bring it down table.
Oh, he went 3 rails.
3 rails, that's good. Good cue ball, I think that's why he chose that route. The cue ball was just straight up and down.
Yeah, and he
He
got the
wanted to
cue ball
keep-
to the upper end of the table.
Yep.
Didn't leave by any banks.
He's trying to avoid, I think, maybe, I don't know if it's conscious, he's trying to avoid leaving the cue ball down at this end of the table where they break from, because then Matt could just move him up table real easy.
He's got 6. So, you think Matt might 2-rail this 10? Is he looking at the 2-railer on this 10, or it looks like it's not really the right angle for that shot? Again, Matt's shooting at the lower left-hand corner here.
He doesn't have enough of the cue ball to really draw the ball easy, so
Would he just pocket this ball or put it right at the pocket?
yeah, see, he's bringing balls down table where with that kind of lead, I would try to leave the cue ball on the other end of the table.
Would that have been a shot where you just move the 10 over by the pocket and don't pocket it?
Yeah, maybe if you didn't want to go for, if you didn't have a shot with those balls near the stack, then yeah. But he left Tom in a great position. There's 2 assets he has going. He's got distance and he's on the rail. So, and this is kind of a tease. You know, a lot of times you want to induce a mistake at this stage of the game. Matt might be trying to induce a mistake so he can get a win out of this game and just move on to the next.
Tom just played a defensive shot to stay in the game and not leave Matt anything easy.
Well, now he's created a new key ball. So there's 2 ball he's going to protect. And he's going to try and leave, Tom's strategy now is going to leave the cue ball near the 10, 14, 11, 15 stack his next inning up. So he's going to protect that 2 ball unless Matt does something about it.
And this is where it might be wise to start moving balls up table for Matt.
Yeah. In fact,
If you can.
I'd go aggressive and just blast the 10 and leave him stuck on this rail, on the bottom rail,
Oh,
frozen. And
Move
they
some balls
all
up.
will move that direction. There's so
Yeah.
much collision going on, but the momentum is all going the other way. You don't have to worry about any of them coming back down.
looks like he might be thinning the 10, coming back to the end rail instead. That's kind of what he was
Similar.
looking at there.
Yep. Similar idea, but he could hit it real square and just draw down to the bottom rail and
Yeah.
they'll all move up.
He thinned it and with a little right hand English and went right. And that's a key shot in one pocket, right? He left him close to the rail, right in the middle of the table on the end rail.
Yeah. What I was saying about blasting the 10 is the balls would move up table. What he actually did was counterproductive in a sense that that opened him up for Tom.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
they're really no longer in Matt's favor. He could bank the 6 and run 4 balls here if he
Right.
makes the 6. And he could actually stick them on the 15, 14 here. Oh,
He'd have to jack up on it.
Yeah, that's right.
But if he can make this ball, he doesn't want to graze the 8 though. If he grazes the 8, he'd sell out the 8.
Right.
I think
Well,
he was
just
worried
played to
about
bank
that.
it.
Yeah. I think,
Smart. He's playing all cue ball there.
yeah, he was not going to really try and make that 6 because if he clips the 8, he leaves Matt the 8. So he's like Mike said, Tom's still got the advantage here because he's got 4 ball swords sitting on his side.
Well,
to go in.
I think he got the advantage back in his favor just because of that 10 ball choice.
Yeah.
Now he's just going to bump the 2 down table and put the cue ball on the rail. There, now he's got a ball down table. Try to move another one next inning. You know, take your little, that's a win right there.
Now, is this 10 bankable and put him behind the 14 and,
What about that 14-15 combo 2-railer?
oh,
Wow.
I kind of see him
think
shooting a
that's-
10 and putting the cue ball on the right side rail. I mean, the left side rail
I like that.
and try and get the 10 in play.
Could 3-rail the 6. He might be looking at the 3-rail on the 6. That could be a kiss. He might be trying to force something here. He was.
Yeah, he left an opening here for a little bit for Matt to roll that 6 down by his pocket. Possibly might be too thin.
It's not free, but it's not really risky to roll that 6 because
You can get behind the stack.
Yeah.
So he could really put the 6 in a good position here. And if he keeps his cue ball behind the 8, 14, 15, and protects the 6.
I like how he backed off there. A lot of times we get into a rhythm when we're playing one pocket, and you might start playing in your player's rhythm. You never know, but when you're not sure, it's good to back off. He's backing off. He's committing to it.
He
Okay,
shot it
might
with
have-
some speed.
Yeah, I hope he wasn't trying to play that off the balls.
Yeah, because he could have pushed them over on that side. I was looking at the slow roll, but he must not have liked it. He must not have liked the
Yeah.
angle for the slow roll.
And that might have been why he backed off the whole time. He might have been just saying, "This is wrong. This is wrong."
Yeah,
You know,
right.
Sometimes we fall in love with a shot and we shoot it anyway. Okay, so Tom's going to bank this 6 over probably, and use it and create a new key ball. Put it in a position where Matt cannot see the 6. It's got to.
So you think he wants to bank this across the top of the 8,
Yes, I think
or
so.
he wants to go into the 8?
Yeah,
like top
just like that.
yeah.
And if it keeps rolling, the 10 will protect it. Maybe. No.
So he left the bank here on the 6. Probably that it's on. He could probably make this or get close to making this.
Yeah, with a little outside English, he can make this, and the balls are favoring to shoot this. There's no reason why he shouldn't shoot it. Cue ball might even go, if you get real lucky, might even go down there by the 2 and create problems with the 2, jacking them up, or
Right. He's drawn this ball though.
Oh, he's
Or at
winding
least he
up.
was just winding up and looked like he was going to draw it. So,
He might go 3 rails and then the cue ball would go down to the 2 again.
but that brings a double kiss into play. It looks like to me on that angle. Now he's aiming it up differently, so he didn't like that. It's hard to tell whether or not this, that he doesn't.
Can
I'm
he see-
surprised he doesn't want to bank the 6. Maybe he feels like there's a kiss there. I don't know.
Can he see what we're looking at, the left side of the 6, the full? Can he get a full cue ball on the left side of the 6?
I think he can. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe that kiss is just
Too big.
Yeah.
He's cueing low again here, so it looks like he's going to power something. Let's see what he does. He really can't decide here what he likes. He might be trying to bank. To me, it looks like he's looking to bank the 6 up table, but he's also worried about the kiss on that shot. And that's what he did. Oh, and he got by the kiss.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what he was worried about. He thought he was going to kiss, and if he kissed that 6, he sells out and leaves a few balls. But he hit a nice shot and got the 6 up the rail.
Most of the time you don't think of it. I wouldn't have done it on that case either because it's so far away, but who cares if you just pocket that ball? Just let him have it. That's a threat gone, and it's still 6 to
Rather than
5.
giving up 2 or 3 balls. I think he's banking the 11. Oh, he's going 3 rails on the 11. Oh, he left the 11. That was the danger of that shot. He hit the 8 and left the 11. Now Matt's got to decide if he wants to shoot this with a 6-2 lead. This is a long shot.
Yep.
I don't know if he'll shoot that 11 or not.
I think he will. But
It's
that,
again one of those things he could win or lose the game on this shot if he shoots the 11. If being ahead 6-2, I wouldn't blame him if he didn't shoot.
I think the right shot is to shoot here.
Shoot it, okay.
And I say that for a few reasons. He's got a nice bridge on the table. He's got plenty of air.
He's
It's
shooting.
not on the rail.
It's like he's shooting a 15 or the. He missed it. And that's the danger. That's the danger, and I think Tom wasn't necessarily not liking where he left Matt because he knew if Matt missed, he might have an opening, and he's got an opening here. Now that's a thin cut in the 8, and he's got to figure out where he wants to play shape next off that 8. What are your thoughts on that, Mike?
Oh, I don't think he can just miss the 10 and tickle the 14s when he comes off this 8. So I would just come up to the center table and play the 10 next. And then that angle will provide a shot for the 14. So just want to put a lot left. Oh, he went 2 rails to it. That same shape. That's
Right.
the shape I was thinking, only I thought he could spin it that way.
I don't think the 15 passes the 6, so he's got to shoot the 10, I think. He probably got a little steeper than he wanted on this 10, but it's definitely makeable.
Yeah, I think it's about perfect because then he can come over to the side rail.
For the
and
14.
Just don't get on the rail for that 14. Okay,
He's going to get.
it's good. A little further than he wanted, but that's okay. He's got a shot.
So he's got 2 balls now, so he's closed the gap to 6-4. So that was a real costly shot for Matt. Again, he could have won the game, but now Tom can pocket this ball. He's within a ball.
Well, what's interesting is we knew this was going to be somewhat of a close match, and this first game is kind of indicative of how close it's going to be. Uh-oh. So did I just do my
So
first commentator's jinx?
yeah, commentator's jinx. I think he was playing shape on the 11, so he got a little aggressive there, hit the ball a little hard, and overcut it. So the cue ball got away. But he left. This is kind of a free shot for Matt. He'll probably try and pocket this ball.
I'm thinking what kind of shape he'll have on this 11. He should make this ball. I think he can shoot this. Oh, okay. So a lot of the bunting of the first game and the first game tension is there. And this is very difficult equipment. He did not miss-hit that by much. It doesn't take much to miss on this table.
We're playing on 4 1/4 inch diamond 9-foot tables, so pockets are tough. And like Mike said, you get into a one pocket game and you got to come with a shot. Sometimes it can be difficult because you've been playing safety.
Now he'll probably shoot the 11 here to nudge the 6-15 to open them up to create all three threat as a threat, and maybe even put the cue ball under the 14 or use the 14 as an obstruction. But
Boy, hit it nice.
boy, does that go?
Boy, that was hit well.
Yeah.
And he left the cue ball real close to the end rail. So I think the only thing that Matt can do is pocket this ball, correct?
Yep. And now we're gonna have a real close game. I would pocket this ball and not get cute and try to put him inside the jaws. That's a lot of
Just
traveling.
make the
Just
ball.
make the ball and accept it, move on.
When you're at 6'5", you're still one ball up, but it's this is exactly what Tom would have liked to see happen. He's closing the gap.
Okay, so I'm gonna count his ball right now. 6-5. Now Tom, in my opinion, should get the 6 and 15 free from one another so that they become an offensive threat. And you could do that right now by tickling the left side of the 15 and put the cue ball right under the 14. You play all cue ball. It would open them up and you would pin them. Let's see if that's what he does. It looks like he's just going to bank the 14 instead.
You might kick behind it.
Yeah, he's kicking
That's
that.
another fantastic shot.
Get in there. That was a good shot.
That was a great shot. Now he's left another decision for Matt here. Does he want to give him this ball too, or does he want to take this out? It's dangerous taking this ball out, don't you think? You think you
Yeah.
can take this ball out,
He can just kick behind it.
take it out?
Yep. Even if they double kiss, it's fairly free.
Okay.
As long as he doesn't hit it too firm.
With this distance though, and if you start spinning the ball with kind of the new cloth, it can get away with the deflection and spin. So
Yeah, and I noticed that when you spin a ball at a medium pace, it'll start hooking towards the
Right.
tail end of it, and you have to guess a little.
and he's spinning this ball, it looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly what
and
happened.
That's it. Is what happened. That was
So-
a really clean ball. So he actually hit that ball. It barely moved.
And so now he's got to give up a ball.
So I'm
And
gonna move him back.
And so now he's down to 5, and now we got 5-5, and Tom's got a ball in hand in the kitchen. And what happened there is that ball deflected on this new cloth. Mike was shooting that, Matt was shooting that with extreme left-hand spin, and it's shoved the cue ball to the right, and he almost missed the 14 completely. And so when you're playing on new cloth, that deflection is a huge factor. And he's left Tom at least 2 balls that he should get here. I'm seeing him making the 14 and playing shape on is that the 15 on the spot? I don't know what that's on, the orange stripe.
No, that's a 13. It looks
The
like
13.
It could be the 12, but I think it's the 13.
So he's playing position on the orange stripe on the spot.
Good stroke. A little firm.
Game has really turned. Now Tom's leading 6-5. Do you go for the shape on the 6 here? I mean, he can win the game here if he makes the orange stripe and swings around and tries to get on the 6. I don't know if he will or not. He's even looking at cutting the 6 there, but do you try and play position on the 6 here?
I don't. I think I'm happy being back in the game. Make this ball.
Yeah,
You
makes
know?
sense. Makes sense.
Because you're talking about a window. He could
did.
get on it. It's
He got on
natural,
the 6.
but I don't know if he can get it.
So this is the I think he can make this, pocket this ball. It's a tough shot. But boy, he's loving where he's at now. He's looking at the 2 though, and possibly one railing the 2. In the 6 is a blocker then, but you know, you could bank that 2 by your hole. He's going for the win here on the 6. Oh, he hit a great shot.
He could see it.
What a nice out.
Unbelievable. Okay, so that's
That was an
8.
excellent out. So Tom wins the first game. He came back. He was down 6-2, and that's how this game goes. You just stay in there and keep fighting, and the things can turn in your direction. One missed ball by Matt, and Tom was right back in the game. So we're coming to you from Slate Billiards here in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's a great facility. It's a different facility. You'll see Matt's breaking here, and he's again shooting at the lower left-hand corner. But we're at Slate Billiards. It's a private pool club. It's different than any pool hall that you probably have ever heard of. It's a member only, and it's a training facility. They do a great job here with terrific equipment. Like I said, we've got 4.5-inch, 9-foot diamond tables with 4.25-inch pockets. And Josh Burble, Chris Suprell, and Dave O'Keefe put this together. And Josh is doing a lot of training out of here. Mike's doing some training out of here. I'm doing some training out of here. So it's a great place to see. So if you're interested in pool and training and playing, get a hold of Josh. I think you can find him on YouTube and give him a shout. Tonight we've got Matt again. We got Matt Roth playing Tom Riggle, one pocket, and let's get your thoughts again, Mike, on tonight's match.
Well, that was a great shot right there. Because he was trying to change the game quickly with one shot, so he moved 3 balls. I think that first game was real indicative of what's going on. Matt's fires at a lot of balls. Tom's got a lot of fight. He's gonna come back from anything. I think decision making is something. Once you've got a lead, I think he could have protected that lead because Tom was starting to shoot at stuff and was about to implode on a few because he was going for a little bit extra, but it worked out. But that's what happens when you're evenly matched. You feel like you're stretching each other and taking risks beyond your comfort zone.
I think the other thing here is that in one pocket, you want to win the games that you're breaking, right?
Yeah.
You want to hold serve, kind of like tennis. Yep. Tom broke the first game and he got behind, but he held serve. Yep. So now Matt broke, and he's thinking the same thing. He's thinking, I'm down a game, but it was my break. Now I need to hold serve.
Yep. And what I like here, it's kind of a fun shot. Well, he's not going to shoot it. I was going to say it had to do with the 12 ball down the, looks like the 12 or 13 down below.
Wow.
He went for the bank combo.
Another nice shot, though.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that shot, and he fired it and almost made the thing. And now Matt's just got to pocket that ball again.
Now, if Matt could get up on that stack, just a little bit high, closer to the ball.
And he left the 7 here.
Yeah, no. That's 1 for Tom.
So Tom's ahead 1 game, and he has 1 ball in this game. So that's why you see the 1-1 on the bottom of the screen.
He's just going to bank this and roll straight forward to get the stripe on the bottom rail next.
Great shot. Takes a 2-0 lead. Now, do you shoot this ball? Do you cut this ball?
You play the cue ball. Yes, okay. I would like to cut this ball, but I would like to run into the 9 ball. So I'm using middle left English there, and I'm playing all cue ball here.
Trying to get the cue ball in the stack and protecting the 13. If you get the 13 close to the hole.
I'm playing for the 6 ball shape, but I'm running into the 9
ball.
I mean, that's what I like. What do you think?
I like that shot. I like that shot because it's offensive, and I think he could leave the cue ball in the stack and protect the 13, even if he doesn't make the 13.
Yeah.
He might lead the 6, though. That would be kind of the worst case scenario. He's left the 8. This is a tough shot now, Matt. Matt's got to come with one here if he wants to shoot that 8. And he lost the last game and kind of a tough game last game. And this is not a gimme shooting this 8, but it's kind of safe. I don't know that there's a easy shot for Tom, even if he misses it.
Yeah, maybe that 15 coming across.
Yeah, he shoot 15 instead of the 8.
Come all the way down for the 13, maybe, even if
he's overcut that ball, and he probably left the orange 13.
Yeah, that is a 13. Boy, it changes on this screen versus being in live. The 12 and the 13 are very tough to tell.
So the orange stripe next to the right hand lower pocket, I think he's got that ball, and so Tom's trying to figure out where he's going to play position. See if he can get more than one ball here.
Yeah, and this is what those really good players do well. They bump these balls as they come up into the stack and somehow tickle them all from open.
Get a shot.
So I'm interested to see how this works through.
If this would come out well, he could get a few balls.
Yeah, I think hitting the right side of the 6 with the cue ball with a little bit of energy. Okay. That got
He
him
probably
stuck.
didn't. Might have overcut that ball a little bit, so he didn't get to the 6.
Yeah.
But he takes a 3-0 lead.
Yep. Thank you.
He didn't really come up with much here. I don't know if that's 6 banks. He might need to bank the pink stripe. I don't know if that's a shot in this situation.
He really needs to get something on his side as a threat.
So he's just going to bank the 6 over to his
Yeah.
rail.
Maybe the cue ball up by the 15 would be ideal, but I see a kiss there maybe. Oh no, he's just being
He just
smart.
thin the ball.
Yeah.
Leaving Matt tough. He knows he's ahead 3-0 and he's ahead 1 game. So now I think Tom's thinking in his head he's not going to leave him anything easy. He's going to make him earn it from here.
Yeah. Tom's got a lead, so he's probably thinking, let's get him on table.
Yeah. Banking the 6.
And that was worth going for. It was fairly free. He could, score and readjusted the balls. Now the balls are in Matt's favor. Tom's got to figure out if he's going to just be happy moving them down table or if he's going to try to reorchestrate these. If it's me, I'm blasting the 6 down table and leaving them right on the end because I've got a.
Do you think he's got the angle to get that 6 out of there?
Yeah.
Or do you think that could?
It might kiss a little.
Yeah.
But yeah. If you hit it funny, yeah. That point.
I was wondering if he would just roll to the left side rail and push the 6 over a few inches. But if he can blast it out of there, that's obviously a
It's
shot.
almost a stop shot.
Yeah, you're right. And he got the 1 on his side.
Yeah.
Ended up being a great shot. He wanted the stack, but he left Matt a great opportunity.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he tickled the 1 in a way that, that's what happens sometimes when you blast him down table. But there's not much.
Mike, if he makes this bank, he's got a few balls.
He's got the 15.
Now, if you shoot this 15 and back it up 6-8 inches, you can shoot the 9. So, but again, this is a long shot on a 4 1/4 inch pocket.
Let's check his confidence right now
Yeah.
because he is going to shoot this 15 and. Oh no, he's shooting the 9. Okay.
Oh, he can get at the 9. I didn't think
Yep.
he could get at the 9. He might have rolled out for the 2 here. I don't know if Tom would shoot this. So we're sitting at 3-1 now.
Yep.
I think Tom is fine with the exchange that happened there. He only ended up with 1 ball, and Tom will take that.
Yeah. He's got a cut on the 2 here, and if the tangent line is right, I think he's going to miss that 9 and just come to the end rail and just play for just making a ball.
Yeah, any ball now is good for Tom. He just extends his lead.
Yeah, he just missed that 9. So
Put the ball in.
Now what I'm thinking is he needs to open up that 11-12 just so they become a threat. Right now they're in Matt's favor, just like the 9-15 are in Tom's favor because those don't go. So I would somehow the 8 ball is what he's going to choose, but either the 11.
The only thing I don't like about that 9-14 is that kind of leaves a combo for Matt.
Yeah. Well, I betrayed picking the balls down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I betrayed that time.
So he left Matt right in his pocket. And there's not an obvious shot here.
Well, so this is back to the decision Tom just had. Now he chose to choose the 8. to shoot the 8. Now Matt has a choice. Do I break up my 9 or 15 so they go? I know that combo might go, but I'd rather have them a little more open because the balls on Tom's side are not in an offensive posture yet. So I would get my own balls in an offensive posture and leave his.
Would you thin the 9 and try and go
Yep.
up table?
I would thin the 9 and try and pin him behind the 6.
Yeah, now he's going to break up Tom's balls.
Yeah.
Tom might not mind this. Just put another ball on his side, but
That's a good shot.
yeah. So now it's more difficult for Tom to do anything. He's got 3 balls sitting on his, Matt's got 3 balls sitting on his side rail.
See what he's doing there? He's lining up the 6-2 railer. He's looking at the alley to see if the 6-2 railer's going. So he's probably going to shoot this 6 ball because the balls on Matt's side don't go yet. So he can be offensive. Or maybe you just shoot the 11 ball down table, hit him down in the bottom rail and make it a long game.
Yeah. Yeah, again, because Tom's got the advantage here. He's ahead 4-1. So again, he doesn't want to leave anything easy for Matt to get back closer. I don't know if that 6-2 rails behind by the 14 by the green stripe.
That's a good point. It might not. And that's what he's probably looking at down there. I think he's going to shoot this 11 ball. Or is that a 13?
That's I think that's the 11 ball.
I think he's just going to shoot that. But
he likes your 2 railer though.
Yeah.
He's looking at the 6. I think he's trying to decide if he can clear the 14, the green stripe. But he's really got to watch the cue ball here. One of the things about shooting that 6-2 rails, would you just stop the whitey? Shoot that 6-2 rails?
Yep, that's one thing you could do. But I think you have to cut it to the right a little, which the cue ball will come over to the left side rail.
So he's looked like he's shooting the 11.
Yeah, just move another ball down to. Oh, he shot it to make it.
What a shot! Open the balls up, and I don't think he'll shoot this 9 because the 13-15 combination is probably on. But he takes a 5-1 lead, so he's for sure not going to do anything reckless at this point.
That was smart to play a stop shot like that, just to move more balls down table, and he blocked away the avenue of a bank shot.
I think that 9 might bank past the 4,
Does it?
the pink 4. He's shooting it.
You're right, yeah.
And he's got another bank if he makes this. So he'd love for this ball to go in.
That was a mistake then. It's funny how this angle is just.
Yeah.
I thought the 4 was in the way.
So Tom is probably just going to pocket this. Oh, he's got the 4 ball. He's going to shoot the 4. That was an aggressive play for Matt at that point, because he gave up a shot in the 4 here.
Make the 4 and then pocket the 9. And now your lead is even bigger. Oh, he's got the 3.
Oh, he's got the 3. Another great shot. So he's got 6 now, and the 3 puts him on the hill. You can just pocket the 9 after he makes the 3, and he'll be ahead 7-1, and Matt will be in a tough spot. So he'll pocket the 9 and try and leave the cue ball in the jaws here, right? I don't know if he's got the angle to do that. Because the 6 is kind of on the 9's kind of on the left-hand rail there, so he might not be able to do that.
A lot of left English. Nope. Okay, he just left him.
He just took the 7-1 lead, and he was happy with that. That was it.
7-2 now.
Oh, we're at 7-2. And all the balls are up table, so Tom is loving his position.
Yeah.
There's no way to run out here for Matt. He's going to have to pick these off one at a time, which is really difficult.
He's going for this 15. It's the cue ball running into the 5 ball and the 6 ball.
He covered the 15, so he's got a ball in an offensive position.
Now, do you think Tom will shoot this 6 ball? Jacked up over that 5. That's a tough shot.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
I do.
You think he will?
I do.
I see him thinning the green stripe, bringing the cue ball.
I'm glad I was wrong.
So yeah, he thinned that and just brought the cue ball down table. I really think he's just not going to do anything
Yeah.
too aggressive at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
And now Matt's looking, how can he get another ball over there and protect him?
He's gonna play this 8 ball, I think, and then just push the 6 towards the 5 with a just following cue ball. And that's okay. Just
Hit a little fat, but he's in position. And now Tom's got 2 balls to deal with down there.
now Tom might go for this because it is his game ball, and he doesn't sell the game if he misses.
Yeah. So
You know,
right.
he could actually tuck the cue ball behind the 14 over there.
Yeah.
And leave some awkward combos.
Right.
And just play for the win and have a threat down there. He was playing grinding style.
Yes, he does not want to do anything to let Matt closer in this game. He took balls
I
out.
think that was a harder shot.
That was a hard shot, and he might have left the bank here.
Yeah,
So
he did. But you know what? Another ball's down table, and that's okay.
right. So Matt will probably try and bank this 15 in here and play position on the ball in front of the left-hand side. Hit it a little fat. Tom again loves the exchange that just happened. He cleared 2 balls,
Yeah.
and he's got a 2-railer on that green stripe to win the game.
Yep. And I think
I don't know if he'll shoot it. I mean, if he drew the cue ball or stun the cue ball over to the middle of the top rail, then I don't know that he can cut that pink stripe down the rail.
I think Tom will just punt this
You think he will?
15
Yeah.
down table and keep fighting because I don't know if you see the body language. I think Matt isn't comfortable right now, and
Yeah, I
think
think
Tom
you're right.
is a master at understanding people's body language, and Matt's had some balls that he typically would never miss, and he's still getting comfortable. I didn't get comfortable all day playing this guy behind me. I know what that feels like.
Yeah, so Matt's sitting there looking at this going, I need all 6 balls. It's just not a good position to be in, especially when they're all up table.
Yep. That was a good.
Get a nice 3-railer there.
That goes.
That's going to be one. And
There's one.
that's
and
a
then
great shot.
That was an excellent shot.
That could-
got shape too.
That could turn around the attitude here.
I
Make
think
him feel
that
better.
The point saves him here. I
Yeah.
think he can make this, right?
I think you're right. I think he can draw and hit that point and not scratch.
See it. Let's see how confident his follow through is here. See if he's got it back already.
Hit a great shot. And he came right off that point, exactly as Mike said.
And that 3-railer is the kind of shot that'll get someone comfortable. He might
Yeah.
have just snapped into it right here.
Yeah. Now, can he bank this ball?
Yes, he's going to cross.
There's no kiss
No.
here.
Oh, hit it pretty good speed. Now 6 balls.
Oh, he was glad he
perfect.
didn't-
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. If he would have clipped that 6, that would have been trouble, but he ended up in a nice spot. It would have been liked to been right behind it, but
Now he's kind of unfortunate. The 14 ball landed on the end rail, so it's not as big of a threat as it could have been if it's 1 inch further left. Thank you.
so he'll just roll this 14 up, right? Bank this 14 up table again.
If you can see it, yeah, he's just going to get it down there and. Yep. A
Double kiss, but it came
works.
out.
Yeah.
Well, these really are not in a good position for Matt at this point. They're all on Tom's side of the table, and Matt needs all of them.
Yeah, and this is actually when you know players are pretty even as you get down to the last 3 to 4 balls and get to this end game. This is kind of fun to watch, see what they do. I'd like to see if I'm Matt getting that 5 ball in the pocket and up table so it's playable. That's smart. Block the bank there.
And I think he cut off the 2-railer on the 8. So
Now, Tom might want to throw a ball up there and I don't think he wants to bring balls up table, but he could trap them underneath in between the rail and that strike ball if he just pockets the 5. But I don't know if he wants to bring a ball up table yet. I would just skin the 6 and
He could go skin the 6 and come back to the bottom rail, correct?
top left actually. What's he doing? Is he... Oh, he played a Carom bank.
Carom bank. Got his 6 in position. Left him over the 5. So there's nothing easy about this shot for Matt.
That was kind of a cool shot. I mean, it's fun. The one pocket, the creativity of some of these shots. Now that was a little risky for the game position, but I think that was kind of a fun shot. Got 6, forces Matt to deal with the 6 ball.
Yeah, and he's jacked up over that 5, so this can be mishit. So he's really got to stay down on this ball and stay still. Just knocked it over to his side.
Yep. Now is Tom gonna just bunt the 6 over to his side and try to avoid giving an easy bank on the 8?
Right, that 8 gives me pause.
Yeah.
Feels like that 8 is in a good position for Matt.
I think you skin the 8 and just bring the cue ball down table
Yeah,
by where his
push,
hand is.
put the 8 on his side of the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so now he's got the 8 on his side of the table. And I don't think Matt will bank this.
I think he will.
You think he will?
I think he looked at it and loved
Okay.
it. I think he's going to bank it with top right and go down and try and get on the 8 ball.
He could leave the 8.
He sure could.
Is the concern with this shot.
But you see what I mean?
See, he could leave the 8 here. If he hits
Yeah.
the 10, now he left the 8. And
He wanted to shoot.
yep, and that was a dangerous shot. I'm not sure about that one. So Tom's got the game ball here, and we'll see if he can put the 8 in.
Yeah, this one is somewhat free because he can just follow up to the end rail. This table, though, it demands all your respect.
It certainly does. He needs to stay down on this ball and stroke through it. You hit it flat. It's one of those things. It's a game ball, and you're feeling a little pressure. You going,
Yep.
you know, you're ahead 2 games if you win, if you make that ball, and so he'll probably pocket the 6 and try and bank the 8, huh?
Yeah, just a little stop shot or a follow and come up for the bank.
Now he can. This is a little reminiscent of last game where Matt was ahead the whole game and Tom won, and now Tom's ahead this whole game and Matt's getting back in it.
It's bank.
Yeah,
Those
he's got it.
rolling
He's got
banks
it to
are tough
7-6. So now it's anybody's game.
sometimes.
Now what do you do with that 5 sitting there? So again, Matt's the one shooting. He's got the lower left pocket. Tom's got the lower right pocket. So if he pockets his 5, he's got to be a little careful with that cue ball.
I would want to just slow roll it so that he's jacked up off of the 14 ball. Is that 14?
Yeah. So he did I think he tried to leave it on that 14, but so this is an interesting position for Tom. Do you just bank this 5 up table?
Yeah, I'm going to actually use right English and just put it up right by where the 14 was again.
Okay. You
Say-
get it on your side of the table.
Yep. I've got a lead. I'm going to play one ball at a time, and this is not ready for me yet. So I'm going to bring it back up table.
Okay.
But he might 3-rail this or something.
something crazy. Let's see how he's feeling.
Well, I've seen him do it. He
Okay.
makes 'em, you know?
Well, he's thinking in his mind, I only need 1.
Yeah. Hey, he
tried
was
to-
trying to 2-rail.
You don't think he was banking it? I mean, cutting it in?
Oh, maybe he was.
Because he's got the lower right pocket. I think maybe he was trying to cut the ball in. Can you avoid the kiss here and bank the 5 in?
Yes, I think if he uses a little bottom stun right, he can make it and throw it.
Well, he's cueing left-handed, so this is a shot for me. I'm a left-handed player. We'll see how he hits it left-handed. I think that's a little aggressive to hit it left-handed, but we'll see if he's worked on this.
Yeah, the spot or the speed control would be hard shooting opposite-handed.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
speed is like.
It looks like he got a nice stance and everything left-handed. Oh, you hit it good, but he had a swing at it. It was kind of a free bank. Left the cue on the end rail. The cue ball on the end rail. Now, do you like to leave the? Tom's got a 1-ball lead. So does he want to leave the 14 by the pocket there so it's out of play?
Yes.
So he's really going to shoot the 5 here probably, or he can just tap the 14, but then he leaves a shot at 5.
Yeah, I would deal with the 5 only and just play 1 ball at a time.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't like it because that side pocket's in his way, so maybe just come down to the end rail, slow roll.
It's easy to give up a bank on the 5.
It sure is. He's not
So see if
spearing
we
it
can-
in, is he?
I don't know what he's done.
Yeah,
He
he's
just-
just bunting it to the side.
Yeah. He's trying to avoid giving up a bank, getting it to his side of the table.
That's a pretty
But
good
this,
job.
yeah.
This bank does go though. There's a subtle kiss that could happen if he doesn't use the right English.
So you spin this with right-hand English,
Yeah, and I use top on this one.
top right. It's definitely playable. And Matt can get one more down, then we're just playing 1 ball.
Watch the kiss.
You were right. He hit it real fat. So I think Mike is exactly right here. Tom's just going to keep playing the 5 ball. He does not want to
Right.
bring the 14 into play because he can't lose in 1 shot with the 14 sitting there.
Yeah, I mean, this is the part of one pocket where people, I know my mother's watching out in New Hampshire right now, and if she's watching this, she's wondering what in the heck is going on.
Exactly.
Basically, she's gonna see the 5 ball go down by the 14 ball again. And, he's just gonna wait, buy time until because Matt feels like he needs to go for stuff, and Tom knows that. So, because he's behind, only by 2 balls though. Matt really doesn't need to go for anything until it's ready.
And he really kept the 5 on his side of the table and on this half of the table. So I think he
There's a
didn't leave much
two-railer
here
here.
for Matt.
I think Matt's going to shoot this 2-railer with a lot of upper left and go up to the upper left pocket with his cue ball. Yep, there's the 2-railer. And he hit it good.
Looks like a great speed. Really nice speed.
And that will weigh on you. Tom feels that. Tom and his brain just felt, okay, this kid can bank really good. So I'm not going to leave him anything, and you start to play a little tighter.
How do you take this ball out?
I'm going to come to the bottom rail here because the side rail's obviously a little bit more prone to a scratch.
You got to spin this pretty hard.
Yeah, pretty loaded up right English.
Got to worry with this shooting close to the rail again that you can miss-hit this ball. He just banked it out of there.
Yeah, that's
But he
gonna
left the
leave a
bank. Yeah.
If I come into the bottom rail, would have kicked it over to his side.
I think maybe he thought the 5 was a little too close to the rail to get behind it.
I think you're right.
He might have to shoot this with some speed to avoid the kiss.
Yeah, mock speed, as they say.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, he hit the magic spot.
Oh, he hit a great spot. What a shot.
He
Now we're
deserved
sitting
it.
at 7-7.
Yep, he deserved that shot. I
So-
like to see good shots like that.
That was a great shot. Now we've just got a 1-ball game, and Matt was down 7-1.
I mean, if you
sitting
think
here at
about the first
7-1.
2 games, how close they've been. So
Yeah.
this is a fun game to watch. See what happens.
So he's just going to pocket this ball, and
Yep, and now Tom's got a bank shot that just to move over to his side.
so again, it's Tom's shot coming up, and he's shooting in the lower right. We're sitting at 7-7, and now things get a little nervy because you don't want to leave any shot where the other player can bank or anything at their hole.
So he's going to bank it to the end rail, the bottom rail closest to your eyes, and he's going to just drift the cue ball off the side rail down to the bottom. Oh,
Wow.
He went
Aggressive. He tried to two-rail it to his pocket the long way.
It worked out.
Yeah, it did.
I'm going to have to learn that shot because I don't know what just happened there.
I really think he was doing two rails.
Yeah, that's pretty
The
cool.
long way.
Yeah.
So do you just knock the 14 up table, or do you try
This
and
one you can
bank this to your
I'm
pocket?
going to use outside English and bank it
Bank
to
to
my
my
pocket.
pocket, yeah.
And maybe try to punish him for that decision.
Right, right.
But it doesn't look like he's just going to play smart. Now, Matt's reversing the role here. He's going to bunt it down by where his hand is. And he's going to wait now.
Yeah, which is different than what we would have
Right.
expected.
Yep.
Matt would love to get this. I mean, he would that would just take all the pressure off being down 7-1 if he could steal this game.
The best thing in one pocket is beating someone from a big deficit.
Yeah.
And coming back and beating him because there's a mental thing that happens after that.
Right. It
It's
just
interesting.
changes the whole game. I mean, if just when we look at the next game after this, depending on whether Tom wins or Matt wins,
Yep.
it's going to play out completely different.
Oh, he hit that good.
He hit
I think that might go in.
It's a game winner, maybe.
Yeah, he's
Is he going to get there?
Yeah, that's in it.
Oh, what a shot! Oh, now we can
Okay,
follow this in.
So he could follow this in, but
I thought that
so
ball was
deep.
in.
I thought so too.
I don't know if he can.
I think he's gonna have to launch it off the table.
So if in one pocket, if you pocket the ball and scratch, the ball comes back up. So the game wouldn't be over. So even though that's Tom's hole,
So he is gonna launch it.
it's going to try and hit this ball with warp speed and knock the cue ball off the table.
Yep.
With thereby a scratch, 14 comes up, and then Matt also has to bring another ball up. Keep himself in the game. I still can't believe that ball didn't drop.
Now this place is so nice in here. I hesitate launching balls off the table because I don't want to do that to the equipment.
Yeah.
In my house, I have glass and mirrors around. I make a rule where if this happens, we're just spotting it.
So no cue balls flying. No cue balls flying.
So
Look out, whoever's sitting there watching the match. You
Matt
might get a
be
cue
announcing
ball.
it.
Yeah, you might be getting a cue ball coming at you. And Josh is over there. He's wondering if that cue ball is going to hit him. But this is not an easy shot. He's far away, and he could just jump right over the 14 and not even hit it, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that could happen here, but we'll see what happens. I think they're all running for cover out there. Let's see what happens. Oh, it came out.
It came out, but I don't know if he left the shot. Oh, he's got.
You got to bring a ball up. That was the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah.
From a Matt's perspective, that was the worst thing that could have happened because if that ball goes in, then both balls go on the spot and Tom doesn't have a shot. Because it didn't go in, he's got a shot on the 14 or the 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know which would you'd shoot. I think I would shoot the 5 here, but he's going to shoot the 14. This is the game ball.
Yeah, the 14 is the easiest shot to execute, so I think he's going to shoot it. Now, we'll see if he's gotten nervy from all this back and forth that
Right.
they've had.
And it looks he knocked it right in the pocket.
Yeah.
That was really unfortunate for Matt. I mean, again, that was the worst thing that could have happened in that case is that the cue ball went flying off the table, and somehow the ball didn't go in the pocket.
Yeah.
So then it caused the loss of the game. That's hard to take too. From you're down 7-1, you get it to 7-7, and then you still lose.
Yeah. I think Matt's momentum here, I'm going to watch in this next game and see what his body language is like, see what kind of fight he's got, see what he goes for. Sometimes when you're behind like this, and you're only 2 games down.
Right.
But sometimes when you're behind, it either wakes you up or you shoot a little bit more aggressive. I'd like to see how he responds to this.
And then the other, difficult thing for Matt here is that, he feels like he was going to come back and win that game, and now Tom's breaking again.
Yeah.
So he's got to fade Tom's break. It's down 2-0. Feels like he should have won the first game. He was ahead a big lead.
Yep.
And almost won the second game. Lost two close games. So it's going to test his mental.
It's a little bit of, I would say, tactical decision making has been the difference right now. I think some of they're going to settle into this though, and we'll see how it changes. But I think some of the decisions early in the first game where Matt wasn't bringing them down table, but they're both close games. They're coming down to the wire, aren't they?
Yeah. So looks like the players are on break. So I think we'll take a quick break here too. We'll be back with you as soon as they start up again. We're back already. It's like we said, Tom's breaking again, and I'm assuming he's going to stay with the lower right pocket. I mean, he's ahead 2-0. He's not going to change sides now, is he?
He never does. When I play with him, he always plays that. I play that hole.
Yeah.
And I'm left-handed, so
I'm left-handed
as you
too.
are. Your body's open to that side of the table, but Tom is right-handed. He likes playing over there, and I think it's because the table he always plays on happens to be the favorable pocket.
So he's gotten used to it. And I'm a left-handed player too, and if I play one pocket, which I don't play nearly as well as Mike, I shoot for the lower left-hand corner, also the lower right-hand corner, just like these guys do. Now this is a good break, don't you think?
Yes, I like this break. You see this positioning sometimes, but the one thing he does have, he's got an out here where he can do it. Again, I like to look for stop shots. That stop shot on that one ball where he almost stopped, he just stun it a little bit to the right, so he's on the
12
or the 12 and the 9, and just on those balls.
And you could possibly move the 7 to his side. I don't know if it'll flip the 10 or not.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything is going to come back and collide with where the cue ball would be. So we kind of move balls and just see what happens. Or you could 3-rail behind the 3 rails all around umbrella shot, all around, and just tuck it and accept the foul. Because the 4 ball is a threat.
So Mike's saying kick to the top end rail, back all the way down past the 3.
Just above the 8 ball,
Yeah.
this middle diamond on that side rail would be where I'd start. And umbrella shot comes around. And basically, you're playing all cue ball to end up just to the right of the 3 ball here down by the pocket. So it's a lot of traveling. That's a risky shot, but your 4 ball is a threat. Let's try and turn it into a threat.
Right. He's looking at your shot.
He might do just the 1 rail way.
Well, yeah, I was thinking 1 rail and right into here, right in behind the 3. Now he may have given up a shot here. If he hits the 3, he may have given up that ball.
Yeah. The 3 rail, doing it 3 rails brings it in at an angle where it's less likely to happen like that.
Right.
Even though it seems riskier because you're traveling the ball, you're hitting it firmer and all that.
It's when you're going to go 1 rail, then you really got to err on the right side there.
Yep.
When he's coming down, he wants to make sure that he gets to the right side of the 3, and he came in too shallow there.
Now the balls aren't open yet and they're not ready yet.
So Matt took a foul there. So he hit a ball, but it didn't go to the rail. So you see, he put a quarter up on his side by his pocket. So he owes a ball. So now he's got to make 9 to win. So if you foul, you got to bring a ball up, and if you don't have a ball, you gotta owe a ball and pay it when you make one.
So when you're getting better at one pocket, this is one of the objective criteria of whether you're getting better. How many balls can you run when you earn a shot like this? You had a good break.
Right.
You earned the shot. Now can you get 2, 3, 4, 5?
So he's going to the 14 probably to start with. What are your thoughts?
Yep. And he might have tucked himself on the 5.
Yeah, I think he did.
So an option there would have been to take
There.
To put the cue ball up there.
Yeah, I thought maybe he'd play the cue ball more by the 10 ball, so he had an angle on the 14.
In under pressure, I might have just played for the bank shot on the 4 and
Oh,
got rid of
right.
that threat right away,
Right.
because that's a hanger bank for a lot of one pocket players.
And then play the shape on the 14 from there.
Yep.
Yeah, so he only got one ball here. He's disappointed with that.
Yep.
And he really, this would have been a nice defensive spot for Matt to shoot. So now he put himself in a tough spot because that pink 4 is in a position, offensive position for Matt.
I know this sounds a little aggressive, but he could kick hard into the top of the 15, kick to the left side rail into the top of the 15. It glances off the 15 and the 9, and maybe even tickles the 1 and goes up table. That's like super aggressive, but
He's kind of looking at that with that.
He's looking
Yeah.
at it. I think he's seen, we play a lot together. I shoot this ball a lot.
Oh, he
skinned it.
Oh, and he scratched.
I wonder if he was kicking that ball.
He
Might not have seen that.
yeah, I saw the reaction on that. He was not happy with the outcome there.
Yeah. Okay, so he owes the ball. I'm going to -1 here, right?
Yeah, -1.
Oh, wait, no, he had a ball.
No, he still owes the ball. Man owes the ball.
Owes the ball with Tom. Okay.
And Tom has
Yeah, there's all 15 out there. So
Tom
the
is-
one he had
yeah,
is
right.
now gone.
exactly. So he made the ball, but he didn't come up with the shot either.
Yeah, that was almost impossible, but he did his first job. Now, this one, if he can see that, can he see that 8, you think?
I don't think he can. I think he's blocked on the 9.
Blocked on kicking the 5, too.
Right. Yeah, he put himself in a difficult spot here too. He might just then this
He's playing the
to the
15
rail,
off the 6 carom shot.
jacked up in the air.
Let's see
He's
this go.
shooting it.
Yeah. Where's the cue ball going to be, though? Good try. Oh, he hit the
He hit the 8. Just exactly what Tom did last
Yeah.
shot, but he didn't scratch. Tom went by the 8 and scratched, but he left Tom the 8 ball. Again, not an easy shot. It's long distance, but it's fairly free because he can get the cue ball on the left rail, left-hand side rail.
That was super creative to think of that. Sometimes you have to go for it,
Yeah,
At least you feel like you do.
he did. Well, and he's down 2 games. He's trying to make something happen, I guess.
Yeah. And this shot here. Yep. Now he's paid in full.
So he made that ball, but he had to spot it because he owed one. So now we're back at 0-0.
Or wait.
If there's 15 balls on the table, we'll count them quick. I don't know how straight Tom is on this 8 as to whether or not he can, make this ball and get on the 6 next. I mean, I think that's what he'd want to do if he has enough angle.
Yeah, the 6, the 5, or even the 15 if he could be risky.
You might go into the stack and just roll it. No, he shot it hard.
15, that's the shot if he could do it. Oh, well, he's kind of playing a 2-way.
Yeah, he was. He wanted to make sure he didn't give up a shot. If he would have gotten the 15, boy, he would have been in a nice spot. But now he can move the 15 to his side probably and get the cue ball up on the top rail.
Yep. I like that shot. Protect the 14 no matter what.
Right. Do you see him shooting the 15-5 combo?
He could.
Or shooting the 15 off the 6? I don't think he'll do that, but
Well, the way it is, he's just got to play the cue ball. So whatever shot that can move a few balls on his side and protect that 14 ball. See, that was aggressive.
that was very aggressive.
Now look at where the cue ball is. I call this giving someone too much oxygen, too much air.
Yeah.
Now he's got a way to reverse the game.
I think Tom was fortunate actually because that 14 is probably not bankable.
You're right.
So Matt's actually got to come up with something here to clear
I
that
like
14.
kicking this 14 and
Okay.
then skinning it, thinning the 14. The cue ball will go up by the 13-2-10. See, he hit it too full. If he had hit it where he cut it backwards, the cue ball would have come off the bottom rail and
Right.
up into the stack.
Right. And now he left the bank, right?
Yeah.
This is probably one of the simplest one pocket banks there are, right?
Right.
You're supposed to make this every time.
Yeah, and that kick shot is the reason why the way he played that kick shot. You know, I don't know if you believe in the pool gods, but I believe they reward you for good decisions. That kick shot, the way he hit it, punished him. So he can easily drift into the 5 ball here with this cue ball. And 4, does it go?
I think that 4 goes. Let's see if he can put this bank in. Yeah, he hit a nice shot. I think that 4 spins in. I mean, I think he's happy if he pockets the 4 and plays safe. Like he's happy with that from here.
I think he could draw up and bank the 5. Make the if he can make the 4, spin draw,
Spin up and bank the 5.
Yeah. And the 3, he could.
I feel like you might just
bounce it
roll
in.
into this ball though, and it's easier to make the 4, just kind of rolling this ball.
Yeah, you're probably right.
He did your shot and he missed. That was the danger of that shot. That's kind of why I liked rolling it, because I felt like you could not sell out that ball if you rolled it. And you put pressure on him. You got to buy the ball. So now he sold out the 5. Got it fortunate though, because that 5 straight in, so he can't do much with the cue ball.
I think Tom's going to rewatch that one a few times, and he jumped up on that ball.
Yeah. Now he drew that back. That's Matt. He's a shooter. You know that this is what he likes.
This is what scares one pocket players, is when guys start
That was a great
drawing
shot.
the ball
Yeah,
5 feet to perfect shape on something else.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot. I mean, in that, being down 2 games and down 2 balls, and he fired that ball and drew it 6 feet.
He might draw back for the 4 or stun over for the 2.
Yeah. Let's see how he's feeling on this shot. He did it again. Great shot. Fantastic shot. He's showing us something here. So he's got it to 2-2.
Yeah. Now, with this, he could go down and play for the bank on that.
Do you think he'll take that ball out, or do you think he'll shoot the 5? I don't know if it's the pink
4 ball
4.
game?
Yeah. Do you think he'll shoot?
I think he'll shoot the 4 for sure. And
Okay.
I think he's going to play for shape on this 13.
I just feel like this is an awkward angle.
It is awkward. This is dangerous. There's no future.
Yeah, I feel like
my opinion,
he might want to
this
take
is
that ball
questionable.
out.
Yeah.
Take the orange stripe away from Tom's hole.
You're back in the game. It's 2-2. It could be 3-2, or it could be
Yeah, because I don't know that he can do much after making this ball.
right.
He's really trying to decide. I don't know that he knows what he wants to do here. He's shooting, I think. Yeah, that was an aggressive shot.
Hard shot, hit it hard.
Yeah, exactly. He probably came out okay here, but I mean, now Tom could move more balls by his pocket, or at least protect his ball. Still a good inning for Matt. I mean, he made 2 great shots.
Yep.
He got back in the game.
Yep.
What's the right shot here?
Oh, well, there's never a right shot.
What's your shot here? Isn't your shot always the right shot?
I think that skinning the 9 is the smart shot and bringing the cue ball right back where it is. Now,
Oh wow!
he got rewarded.
It was
with the right decision. That-
wired.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he takes a 3-2 lead. Do you shoot this combo? It's a little bit dangerous and roll
He
forward.
does. He does. I think he's shooting it. I think he's lost his, I don't think he's going to be tentative on the shot. I think he's playing for either the 4 ball after or the 9 ball bank, so he'll shoot it soft combo.
Got to hit it well though, because if he holds the cue ball, he can sell out if he misses that 3. Those combos, you never know. You can miss them. That's what happened.
You're right.
But
And he might have brought the cue ball down to that end rail because he was
worried about it.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what happened. Those combos are never even. But he left Matt in a tough spot here.
Yeah, what do you do here?
I mean, do you pocket the 3 and get your 5 on your side, and get the cue ball to the end rail? Just kind of go ahead and give him the 3. thinning the
Yeah.
3 and getting the 5 on your side of the table and bringing the cue ball to the end rail.
Yeah, somehow making a move so that 3 goes in and just get it out of there.
Yeah,
And get the 4.
get the 4 out of there. I'm sorry, it's the 4 ball. I always call it the 5 ball.
Yeah.
He's not doing that. He's trying to take them both out.
Okay, that's going to cost him.
Yep, that's going to cost him.
Now
That was
the
an
balls
aggressive
are
shot.
ready too, so
Yeah.
he can make this 9 and tickle into something and maybe run out. But that first shot,
Yeah, I
he's
might
got to
have.
hit something good.
I might have.
Combos.
I might have given them that 3 in that situation just to play on.
Yeah. I think you play the 9 to run into the 2 so it stops your cue ball. And then you might have the 14. It's fairly free because that cut on the 4 would be really tough.
Yeah,
Yeah, just like that.
yeah, and he's got. I think that's the 10 ball. It's either the 10
Oh,
or the
10, it
14.
is the 10,
I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's the 10, but
Okay.
I think he can clear the 15 on this, or at least he can spin. No, maybe not, because he's looking at the combo.
Okay.
Yeah, he shot the combo. And now he's got 5. That. This is an interesting position because I don't think you shoot here, right? You're probably playing defense with the 5-2 lead.
Yeah, it's tough to say because the 12 ball, if he can make that, it doesn't look like he sells out much if he runs into the bottom of the 15,
Yeah,
because that 4 ball is still a very tough cut.
I think he's going to take the 4 out though. I just feel again everything is so in his favor that if he doesn't want to give Matt anything.
I agree that the right shot is to take the 4
4
out.
out.
I was trying to predict what he was
Yeah,
gonna do.
exactly. That's what he's doing. He's going to make it tough on Matt again.
So Matt could shoot this. Those balls aren't cooperating for Tom yet. He could get aggressive here and leave Tom distance, shoot this 11 just to put it in his pocket and put the cue ball on the end table.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, just to get a couple balls on his side.
yeah, and create a little threat. But I don't think that's the right shot because he'd be selling out the 2 ball.
Right. The danger here is opening up Tom's balls for him.
Yep.
Which is kind of what he did, right?
Yep. Now they're ready for
Now
Tom.
they're ready for Tom. So Tom doesn't mind this.
Now Tom has a shot that I like to shoot a lot here. 7 ball on that rail is the only threat on his side, on that side. So Tom could just skin the 7 and play only the cue ball and put the cue ball almost like you're almost scratching in the top left corner. He's gonna hit it real slow and just put the 7
Someone
on
on
his
his
side.
side. Yeah, great shot.
And now they're all
Nice
doubled
call.
up over each other.
Yeah. And they're all, all but 1 ball are sitting on Tom's side of the table.
Yeah, now this is a real uncomfortable position if you see this 5 innings in a row. If he can get him in this position, this is how you wear down your opponent. Right here, he's going to have to play what I consider a very high execution shot, even though all you're doing is bunting the ball. See, he almost didn't hit it hard enough. It's
Yeah.
hard, you know what I mean?
Right. It's hard to get the right speed and you're really controlling the cue ball and the object ball there.
Yeah.
So you don't give up a shot.
So Tom, even though he's sitting there walking around and composing himself, he's trying to find a bank lane for that 11
ball.
ball, and the cue ball's going to be in that exact same spot by that corner pocket there in the top
And
left.
he would love that 11 ball to hit the pink stripe, right? On the bank, knock this pink stripe down by the
Yes.
pocket.
Or even the 15 just to split
right.
it open.
Right. But he's got a good chance of getting a couple balls close to his pocket here if
Yep.
he hits this bank well.
But more importantly, the cue ball here. I
Right.
think just leaving them on the rail or real close to that pocket.
He wants to clear that too. But again, he's got him doubled up and everything, and he's got to force Matt to play a good shot here.
Now Matt can skin the 1 again. or shoot the 4, it looks like solid, and just kind of roll forward. Looks like there's a window there, you can shoot the 4.
Right.
And
Even that's touchy though, because he doesn't want to hit 10, depending on side, you know?
well, what I like about this is he's clustering these balls now. Now they're getting clustered again, and the bank lanes are gone, and Tom has got to do something to move those balls into open position.
Do you think he can bank the 7 here? I don't know if he can clear the 10,
I don't think he can see the 7 enough.
because if he could bank the 7, he could get that cue ball on the end rail again, and I don't know if he can see the 7 though.
If he can just thin the 7, just see an edge of it, I would just put him down on the end rail again.
Okay.
Let him come with another shot.
He's looking at it. He's trying to figure out how much of that 7 he can hit. Is there a shot with the 1 here?
That 5 ball? Is that a 1 ball or 5 ball?
The 1 ball. I'm just wondering if there's a shot that he can
Yeah.
shoot with the 1. You know,
think
if he can't see the 7.
I
don't
don't the 5 up there. He's flirting with the scratch in the side.
Right. I feel like he's eyeing up the 1. I don't know exactly what he's thinking. Shot the 2 railer just to get more balls
Yeah.
over on his side.
Just same. He's putting the white ball there.
Yeah, yeah. And he
Like I
left
said,
him.
that was inning 3. Now
Right.
he's applying this pressure.
He's turning the screws here. That's what we say, turning the screws, and he put the cue ball right on the rail almost, and so he just makes it tough for Matt.
Now the balls are clustered enough where Matt can
gonna
shoot
bank
this
this ball.
10 ball,
Yeah.
I think, for free, without consequence.
Although that 15 might, it's possible he could give up the 15 if he banks that 10.
Looks like he's banking the 7 through the window.
I don't think there's an obvious shot here.
You know? Looks like he's just gonna soft skin a ball and just get high time.
Yeah, he
Oh,
double kissed. That was it's just like Mike said. He just kept putting the pressure on him.
Yep, that upper left corner is one of my favorite trap positions, and it weighs on you over a 5-6 hour period. Coming from off the rail and having to skin a ball.
Now I feel like Tom absolutely wants to go to the 7 on this. Make the 10, go to the 15, maybe hit the side of the 15 or hit the 7, and you got a shot in the pink 4 down the rail.
I agree 100%. If you can skin that 7 or that or the 15,
15, yeah.
15, I mean.
You're dead out.
Yeah.
That's the shot. There's a
Yeah,
alleyway
4 and
right there.
12 Where they're waiting for the
Yeah.
win. See if he stays down on the shot this time.
He spun it too much.
He just played to make it
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah, that could be.
So-
Again, he's got a big lead, so he wants to make sure that he's going to put the ball in and not give anything up. So he's in a great position here. I think he might have been trying to spin around that pink stripe
Yeah.
and get a shot in the corner.
Yeah, and it's funny how when you're at the table, you might see a pattern that's different than when you're seeing on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I got to change the score here. He's got 6 now.
6-2. He would love to put the cue ball in the up by that upper left-hand pocket again if he can find a way to do it. I don't know if he can do it here or not, but he's
Yeah.
having some good things happen when he does that.
You know what? If he can make the 2 ball, I don't know if I can't see the angle of it, but if he can shoot the 2 straight into the corner and stick the cue ball right down in the same corner that he'd be shooting into.
Yeah. Or he could 2-rail that 2 onto his side again and just follow the cue ball.
Or he could play smart and just shoot the 12 down table and squeeze him to death.
Oh. he kind of played my shot there.
Yeah. So now with the 6-2 lead, he's got to change his thinking. That's what I was implying there. I think that you're got the lead. Let's just move him down table. Now you've got the balls are not runnable for Matt from here either. So that
No.
wasn't a bad decision. I'm just saying that that's my thinking shift. I would shift my thinking now to, okay, now I'm going to play real conservative. I got 6-2 lead. I'm going to move the balls down table.
what's been amazing about the first two games is the big lead hasn't mattered. They both come back.
Yeah.
So let's see
Yeah.
if Tom can hold the lead here and bring this game home. He's banking that ball to his side.
He's trying to force an offensive ball over there, which is fine.
But this
Stand the thinking.
But this banks probably, right?
Yeah. Tom's playing this pocket speed, so it'll barely fall in, and he's not trying to get shape on anything. Because if it doesn't fall in, Matt will have to waste an inning putting it in.
Yeah, hit a great shot. It's in the pocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
Just another screw in.
yeah,
So we've got a 7-2 lead.
7-2, and you know what I'm doing here, just to frustrate my opponent, I'm going to shoot this 15 real slow, straight as an arrow, and drift up behind him, and he'll be stuck behind 2 balls.
Okay.
That's probably what he's going to do. Oh, he decided to give a little air. And that's why I was saying the shot I was choosing is roll up on him, just so that he doesn't have, like right now he can get his cue into that cue ball. He can dig into it. And what if he comes with a cool bank shot and all of a sudden changes the game? Where if he's pinned up behind balls, he doesn't have that. And it's the squeezing mentality.
Yeah.
Like Matt just did to him.
I think he caught the ball first, so that wasn't a foul. But since Matt made those 2 balls, he made 2 nice shots where he drew the ball back 6 feet on both. He just hasn't had anything to shoot at.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom has just put the screws on him and not giving him anything to shoot at.
Tom's looking at examining the 2-railer. It's the 15 ball to the upper left pocket. He would shoot it and just miss to the right of. He's gonna squeeze him like I was saying last time. Yeah. No, he just.
Now he doesn't have. He's not listening to Mike's commentary, so there's nothing going on funny here.
Yeah, no. There's
Now they're kind of both playing this game here until
yeah.
someone gets a better shot. And as Mike would say, Tom does not want to break anything open here, right?
No.
He's in a great position. There's no way that Matt can run even 2 balls from here.
I've played guys before that pride themselves on torturing people, and they will sit there and think about bunting that 4 ball right now for 2 minutes just to frustrate your opponent.
Right? Yeah. I mean, Tom's fine if we play for another hour and he wins the game 8-2. I think he'll roll away from this now. Then in the 11.
Yep. Put him on the end rail. Now that's a little careless with the white.
I think it's one of those things where you're like, you don't want to foul.
Yeah.
You know, make sure you hit the end rail, and he hit it a little too hard.
I don't mind it not getting on the end rail, but on the side rail, I'd like him to keep going up to the side
Oh,
rail.
I see. Got it.
Just so that he takes away that cue ball.
Yep. Yeah.
Matt almost wanted to 2-rail that 15.
He's just going to keep rolling into that 4.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Like
He's
to see
staying
that
patient.
patience.
Yeah.
I'm just going to bring it to the end rail now. Let's see if his cue ball gets on a rail this time. See, he's walking the table, he's torturing him a little bit.
Yeah, he is trying. It is torture when you're down 7-2. You're like, let's just keep going here, right?
Oh, he's gonna let him shoot now. Unless he goes all the way up and down, he's gonna let him. He might be trying to induce a mistake.
Now, Mike brings up a great point here. When you put the cue ball on the rail, you can only hit the top of the cue ball. So it takes away all your shots. So if from here, Tom would love to see him on the rail the rest of the game.
Yeah. Okay, I think Tom's fortunate that Matt didn't come up with a creative move there, because the cue ball is in a position to do something there. So he'll probably skin this 11 ball and do the same thing, put him up, see if his cue ball ends up closer to the rail this time. You got to be sick to love this game for games like this. Okay, now
No, you
being
lucky.
on the rail is important now.
Right. He's got to spot the 7 now because he knocked it in the side.
Now this, to me, is a great shot. I like this. I like what he did there because he's trying to induce a mistake. This 7 ball is not a hanger. He cannot get shape on anything except a bank on the 15. And it's worth taking a shot at it. Now, if he tries to make this ball and misses, he's probably going to leave a winning bank shot.
Right.
So,
And as being in Matt's shoes, do you even like shooting this ball?
no. But he's fixated on shooting it, I can tell.
He
And
didn't.
decided not to shoot it, but he got rid of it. Look, that was smart. I saw it as an asset for him. It's in play. It wasn't either a strength for Tom or Matt, but it's
Yeah.
down table in play. So why not try to come up with another shot where he balls up?
Right.
Tom can back cut this one rail to
And
his
get the
pocket.
cue ball back
Yep.
behind the 11, right? On that side of the table.
Yep, and that
Protect
11,
it.
he could sell out the 11 if his speed. Oh, he hit it pretty good, but he's going to sell this 11. Now Matt might shoot this. He
It'd be
kinda
aggressive.
got-
I mean, should you shoot this? I mean, when you're down 7-2, I don't know. He's looking at it.
Yeah. It's only a good shot if you make it.
Right. He rolled it.
I like hit decision on the cue ball.
Yeah, he tried to stick him on the 2. It was a very nice shot. Matt came up with a good one there. Now, you as a player, Mike, when you're down 7-2, are you fine fighting for each ball to get back in the game? Are you okay with that, or do you try and look for something to get a few balls? Oh, he banked it in.
That's a great shot.
Another nice shot.
Well, to answer your question, it's let's go. Let's go into 3 here. Let me fix the score real quick. I forgot where we were.
Oh, you're down 7-2. Do you like fighting ball by ball?
Yeah,
Or do you look for
I like.
opening?
I'm looking for a shot that'll make balls up ready,
Okay.
so that you can run more than one and put maybe use one as a threat. Okay, so we've got not high enough cue ball, so he's got an easy shot to clear the 14, but it's not bankable, I don't think,
Right.
without a kiss. So, you know what I like here? Kicking with left English to the side rail, kick the 14. 14 will go immediately to the bottom rail and it'll spit up by the 2, and the cue ball will go up by the 4.
Okay.
Or
The bank was
I guess
the
it
bank
was on.
combination was on. It didn't look like it.
Now I want to see the 3 doesn't look like it looks like it's going to kiss now. too.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see if we're wrong again.
Right. Yeah, it does. It really looks like that's
He's
a
going
difficult bank, but
bottom rail first.
bottom rail first.
Okay, so he got the unfortunate kiss there.
Yeah.
Now Tom could shoot this 10 ball 2 rails and just
I like that shot.
reverse the game.
Right. Because he's going to protect everything on his side. He could protect the 14 and get
Yep.
the 10 in play.
Yep, and it would almost be like he broke,
Right.
but
He sees something else.
that 12 ball. Oh, I thought the 12 might be wired. That
Yeah.
was a cool shot. At least he's seeing the stack pretty.
Yeah.
This is a nice examination of the stack.
I think he probably wanted the cue ball to stay up in the stack a little more. Now, do you bank this 12? I
think
mean,
he's
you can get some
100%
balls.
going out
Yeah,
here.
because he can get a few balls, but he can sell at the 14 too.
I think he might play the cue ball to the 14
Okay,
with a little top left.
you're right. But he sold that out.
I think he had a divided mind.
Yeah, he didn't commit to the shot. I agree. And so now, Dom's got another great opportunity. Now, where do you go with the cue ball here? He obviously wants to make the green 14, but where do you go with the cue ball to get another shot?
The underside of the 3 and tickle the top of the 2, and then that's what I would shoot. The
Shoot for?
13. The
Okay.
13 would be the next shot.
Okay.
I'd fight my way through, and maybe even the 12 would be bankable.
I mean, if you hit that 3 full in the face, you're probably going to come out with a shot on 13 or the 2.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if the 2 passes, but he went a high.
It's okay. Let's see what he does here with this 12. I don't think he has any shots.
I think he probably takes out the pink stripe.
Yep.
So he ended up with 1.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, he's just gonna bank the pink 14 out of there.
Well,
Double
he got
kissed.
kissed. And he got lucky.
You don't think he can make the pink?
I don't think so. I think that 5.
It's close.
I think the 5's in the way.
Okay. Yeah, he did not want that double kiss. That was danger zone there.
Yeah, that was a huge roll.
So I think you're right. He can't. He doesn't have enough of the pink to make it.
Now he might shoot this. I don't know. He's just gonna skin the 15 and come down to the bottom rail.
The way that worked out is Tom's got some balls on his side too that are open. Now he didn't get the ball to the bottom rail. That's probably an error. Or do you think he was playing it there?
Well, look at the space he's got all around it. 6 inches everywhere. I mean, he could shoot the 7. He could shoot the 2. He could shoot
Yeah. So
the 1 ball.
Matt probably really wanted that ball on the rail. He's got the 6 ball bank, but I don't think that's what he'll shoot. But I like. I don't know, that 1 ball, give up the 10.
I think he's playing cue ball to the side rail, pinning it on the side rail no matter what, unless that 11 looks fine.
He gave up the 10.
Yeah, I think that was a little too aggressive. I think he should have just played the 2.
Right.
But
there's not an easy 2 balls here, though. I mean, if you go out to the middle table and shoot the 5-4 combo, but there's not a lot there.
he's such a shooter. He's probably gonna pop this and come out somehow for that combo or something.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. He's got the 5-4
5-4
combo.
combo.
Yeah.
Popped it right in like it was an easy pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Now this is where he can be dangerous. That's 1. I'm gonna start counting here. That's 2.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Two great shots.
Yeah, he might be out. I'd
And-
like to see him run out.
This 5 ball's tough though because it got thinner than he would like. So he's gonna have to hit this well. He's got to decide what. Oh, he's got the 3 ball. He's gonna shoot the 3, and you're right. He's got a good chance to run out. He's jacked up
3,
over the
then
8 though.
2, then the 5.
Think he's going to the 11. Oh, he came
wow,
up
that
table.
was a different pattern.
He got on the 8. That'll work.
It works better.
Yeah, it works better for sure. Now he's going to the 2. You go to the 11 here after the 2.
I think so. Is that the 11 or the 13,
I don't-
whatever that stripe is? I think
yeah.
it's the 13. The 11's over there.
Oh, right. So 13 ball, or you could go to the 9 next, and then go to the 5. It's got a couple options here. It might be easier going to the 9 actually, straight up in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
1 rail straight up the middle.
I would go to the 2, the 13, the 5, 9, 6.
I think I might go right up the middle of the table
Yeah.
like this, because if you make this 9 with the stop shot, then you got the 5 to get to the 11, to get to the 13. I'm sorry, or the 6 after the 5. How many is he on?
Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3.
Might have overhit this. If he did not overhit this, he can. I think he needs 3 more.
2 more.
2 more. Oh, he overhit it. Yeah, the 6 was in the way. Oh,
no.
I think he shot that a little quick. I think he wanted so bad to be on that 5 that he had it in his mind he was going to shoot that ball.
Yeah. So I deducted 1. I think the score is right, 5-1. That means there should be 9 balls on the table. unless I miscounted Tom, but I think it's 5-1.
That so close to running an 8 and out there. I mean, he rolled, a quarter inch too far, so he had to try to spin the 5 in, and he ran into the 6.
Yep.
And I think he would have been better served to just take a little more time before he shot that ball.
Yeah, and what happens is when you're playing a tough match, and Tom's proven to be tough here, he's up 3. Your brain starts to think hard, and it's exhausting. You start this game will fatigue you.
Now, do you shoot the 1 here? I don't know if the 7 passes the 1. He's looking at the 7 or the 1. I don't know which. I mean, if you make the 7, then you got the 1 and the 13. But
You definitely leave the 1 if you can make the 7, but I don't know if he feels comfortable.
making the 7,
Yeah.
I think he wants to put the cue ball where the brown
15,
stripe
yeah.
is. If he was going to make the 7. Looks like now he's still looking to make the 1.
I think he's going to make the 1 with the rolling
1,
shape
yeah.
for the stripe 13.
Right.
And that'll get him back in the game, but it's not going to. Well, the 6-3.
Yeah, the 6-3 is
Get
still
on this.
favorable for him if he
Yeah.
gets on it right. He hung that ball, which was fortunate for Matt because now he can just roll that 1 in, and it didn't cost him what it could have costed him.
Yep. So he's just going to pocket this ball and be happy that it didn't cost him much pain.
Yeah. You're looking at
Okay. So
4 or 5 balls there typically.
5-2 now. Tom is taking the aggressive approach now because he's down 5-2. So he's probably going to go for something here. I wouldn't doubt if Tom shoots this 7 ball. I don't think it's the right shot because he's selling a bunch, but
Yeah, I mean that with that 11 and round 5, or I think that's the 5 over by the 11. That's tough spot.
he's just going to bunt it up table. He's going to be patient. Oh, nice. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to hook the 13, the 6-3. He was trying to cover so that he couldn't get to this 13, but didn't hit it hard enough. That was a tough shot.
Well, in Tom's mind, he's ahead 3 games.
Yep.
And so it's like,
Yep.
I still, even though you're down 5-2, you still want to make him beat you from here because he hasn't won a game yet. And so that works on you mentally.
Yep. And that was a good shot by Matt there. Leaving the cue balls within an inch from the rail. Now Tom could just roll up on this 11 and
Roll the 5 up
actually,
table.
well, you don't want to sell the 3,
The bank.
6.
Yeah, the bank.
So,
Right.
If you could roll on the 11 where it almost stops rolling as it contacts the 11 and the rail at the same time.
Make that bank tougher.
Yeah, but sometimes you get a little steroid jerk and all of
Right.
a sudden you sell the 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like that's what he's trying to do. Oh, no.
He's rolling
Now
the 5 up.
He's selling these 2 banks.
Yeah. But he made the 5.
Oh,
So that changes.
everything.
Yeah. So I don't know if the 6 will go by the 5 or if he even would want to shoot that shot.
Now, I'd love to know if he saw that and he tried to do that.
That's a good question.
That's creative. That's smart.
Yeah, if he tried to do that, that's an
Yeah.
excellent shot.
Yeah. He's going to roll forward, hit it solid, and move it up table a little. 6 ball.
I don't know. I think he's not sure what to do on this shot. I'm not sure you even want to touch those balls. It feels like just disaster could happen
Yeah.
if you go into them wrong.
If I can see that 7 ball, I'm shooting a 7.
Yeah.
Zigzag that back and forth with all of its energy and bring the cue ball down to the end round.
Right. I just feel like this could be disaster going into these balls on the spot.
be shooting that 5 ball. Is it sitting in a way where he can see the 5 to bank it and move the 6 to his hole?
To his hole. Yeah, maybe that's what he's looking at. But again, that's a touchy shot. I mean, you got to shoot with a lot of speed.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, I was just thinking disaster in my mind going into those balls.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think he regrets that one
Yeah.
because he has a 5 to 2 lead.
right,
And he didn't need to do that. But
right. So now Tom's got a chance here to get up past the 3, right? I think he's got a little angle on the 5 here. He can get probably at least a couple balls out of this, or he'd like to get a couple balls out of this.
yeah, I'd go to center table to get
Right.
shape on the 3,
3.
and then if it's just funny, you just shoot the 6.
Right. That's where he's going. Got the
Gonna
right
touch it.
Yeah, he's not quite got the speed.
And of course, it hooked up on the 6.
Right,
The
right.
backup plan is hooked.
Yeah,
Okay, so he's got 3 now. It scores 5-3.
5-3. Yeah.
Again, Matt got fortunate there.
Right. You only end up with 1 ball. Yeah, for sure. Now he's shooting this bank, and I don't know where he's going with the cue ball. He's
I think
going
it's
back
coming down
behind
to
the
the end
6. Right, or he could go behind the 6 possibly. You're right, going down to the end rail. This doesn't look like it banks, right?
This is that same kiss shot.
Right. He's going to the bottom rail.
And then just bunting it over. I think he's just stopped rocking.
He's trying to
Oh, he's trying to bank
do
it.
the effort shot. Trying to. He came up fortunate there because he hit the 7, and that kind of saved him.
Yeah.
And he was trying to play the kick bank.
Well, what I like about that is I actually like that shot. And I was thinking of that too, but that 7 ball is real tough, and he got lucky to hit it. But I like that he's thinking that way. It's
Mhm.
just that I think he's unsure of his cue ball, and he can't really shoot those shots until you're sure of the whole picture.
Yeah. So he's probably just going to knock this 3 a little up table.
Yeah.
He kissed. This could be. Oh, he came out fortunate there. That was the scratch. The game was probably over.
Well, we're getting into, it's been 2 hours. This is right around the time when one pocket mind starts to get fatigued. I mean, those are just basic errors. Now this one, it might scratch. Again, the fatigue is starting to
Wear a little, and you get a little loose with the cue ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both came out kind of fortunate on those 2 shots.
So he can bank this 6, and then the cue ball, he could tuck it up by the 11 with a ton of left English or right English. Just tuck it. Oh, he went for the 15. Oh, yeah, it's risky.
Yeah, that was a ball that was easy to miss hit.
Yeah.
So do you think Matt banks the 7 here and tries to go into like the 11 and push it down by the pocket?
Yeah. That's what it looks like he's going to do. They're shooting so fast, I can't come up with some of the shots.
Exactly.
They really are starting to fall into a rhythm, a different kind of rhythm, a faster one.
Faster pace. But he was definitely shooting the bank and trying to knock some balls down by his hole.
Yeah.
Now you probably clear the 6, or
Yeah, I would almost stop shot, hard shot, so that all 3 of those balls by the side pocket
Yeah,
last
right.
on the table, just like that.
right.
And he was fortunate enough to keep them tied up. Well, that 3-11.
Yeah, the 3-11 kind of. It looked like they were going to be tied up, but now that's in a favorable spot for Matt. Again, Matt's shooting in the lower left. Tom's shooting in the lower right. Matt's at the table.
It's not a bad shot if you just kick the 7 in to make it right now. End rail to the 7 ball, make it, and let him shoot stuck behind those balls with the ball spotted up.
Yeah. He's got all the balls on his side of the table with the 5-3 lead, but they just don't. It just doesn't seem like a big advantage.
No. Tom's trying to keep everything in play, and Matt's letting him because Matt wants to play.
Yeah, right.
But Matt's got, I think, when he watches this, he might start thinking about moving balls up table and just accepting that the game position says to do that,
Right.
even though he can make a lot of great shots.
Oh,
That was a mistake.
that was a mistake. You know, and he got away with one earlier, and I got, like you said, the pool guys
Yep.
eventually punish you
Yep.
when you let the cue ball get away a little bit. Now, I don't know how easy this combo is. If the combo is, if he makes the combo, he's probably out.
Yeah. He only needs 3.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's shoot the 3 and the 15, and he'll be on the board.
So let's see if they take a break. This will be interesting. If it'll be a momentum shift here.
I mean, this is huge for Matt. You know, he just he got. It's just sometimes it's the hardest getting the first game.
Yep.
You know, you can just start feeling better about yourself, getting a game on the board.
Well, his arm will get looser. I think that age difference too. I know Tom is like myself in his 50s, and I think
We don't say that
Yeah.
like we all are around here.
Matt is what I think he just turned 22. I think
23 or
22, 23.
something like that.
But nonetheless, the fearlessness that I wish I still had at that age. You know?
It's like
So,
they might be taking
yeah.
a break.
So we'll take a little one too.
We'll be back with you shortly. Looks like the players are back. So we're Tom's ahead 3-1. He's got the break, and I'm assuming he's going to stay on that lower right pocket for this game. Matt's got to feel a lot better, don't you think, Mike?
I think so, and I think the score is, it is what it is. It's a close game, and I'm kind of glad that Matt fought his way out of that game.
Yeah.
That would have been demoralizing. He had a good lead there.
You can see how punishing scratches are in this game, though. You can just see how you scratch and it changes the whole game, and it's so easy to let the cue ball get away when like you said, you're 2 hours into it and things get a little loose, and Tom scratched in the side, and that really cost him.
Yep. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if that was the rack or the way he hit it. I think he missed the head ball. Usually you need to hit the very first ball a little fuller, or a little bit of a nip, so it doesn't pop out like that. But I think it could have been a bad rack too.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, he sold the 6, and Matt's good enough shooter where he's going to get a couple out of this, but the balls aren't ready for more than a couple.
He's shooting left-handed again, though.
Yep.
So maybe he could beat both of us left-handed with that stroke. I don't know that I want to play him that way.
Yeah.
So where do you go after this? The 8 goes. So I don't know if he can get there, though.
If he can get on that 8 and get perfect, he could run more than the 3.
Right. I think he's drawn out of this, trying to get on it.
I almost like playing for a bank shot here and just moving balls.
He's drew out of it, and really didn't come up with much.
It's really a low percentage shape shot.
So the 8 went in the side, so they need to. When does that ball pocket come up?
Right after he's done shooting.
Okay,
pockets.
so that'll come back up. So he's got 2 balls in at this point.
Yep.
Now he's in a tough spot. He's got to try, because Tom's got a lot of balls by his pocket, so he's got to figure out how to play safe here.
So that 9 ball that he shot in, I would have just rolled it in and played. See how the 11-10 are on the rail? I would have played some bank move or something with them. But this is a good.
He was trying to. No, he was trying to make something happen there and run a lot of balls. So where do you go here with Tom?
He could play to miss this 15, bank it, almost like you're banking it to the 2 ball, and get the 2 ball escape out, and it'll be almost like he's up there where it was on the original break.
Oh, right. So he's trying to protect those, the 3, the 11, and the 10.
Yep.
Wants to get behind the stack with the cue ball.
Yeah, the 3 is his key ball that he's working on protecting. So if he could 2-rail into the 12 ball, maybe even with his cue ball 2-rail into the 12 ball.
He's going to go off the 3.
Yep.
Great shot. That ball could have went in easy, and he was dead on the 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was in.
Yep.
That was a very nice shot. I think he was probably aiming that the whole way.
Yep. Now the balls aren't ready for Tom yet. See how they're all on the side rail. So if he can just pocket this 15, he's not in any.
But he can shoot that 2 rail first into the 15 and get the 2 up table. If he wants to just let him have the ball and clear the 2 out.
Yeah, with a little power.
Yeah.
Follow.
Right. He went for the bank.
Because they weren't ready, he went for it.
Yeah, but he gave up the brown stripe. So I kind of felt like, boy, just give him that ball and fight on. But if he made the bank, I guess
there was no future.
There was no future, right?
Yeah. Unless the 9-12 combo is easy, I don't think it is.
Right. And I really do think he gave up the brown stripe here. And I don't know if he can spin out and get on the 9 or the 14. It might be too thin.
Come up right through the 5-13 window and shoot the 5 next.
Oh, right. Yeah, he'd have to hit thin to do that. Not that he could even try to go to the 9 and get a shot in the 7. He's spinning it.
Yep. Oh,
that was probably the place he didn't want to go out of all of them.
Now he might bank this 4.
Can he go
Look at
forward
that
at all?
11-3
Yeah,
That
because that
11-3
two ball.
combo is almost worth
You're
it.
right. That 11-3's, but you just, do you think he's going to go forward with left spin here and try and get to the side rail and bank the 4? You go to the end rail and the side rail with the cue ball. You just went up table.
Okay, now this is a test. This shot, he can make this, and we all can in 9-ball, right? But on one pocket, he's probably going to run into this 9-ball. Or maybe he can draw
Draw
the
it out.
perfect shape for the 9-ball.
Yeah. But he really has to play shape for the 9. There's really, well, the 2-ball, he could roll this forward and play the 2-ball, but then you're giving up the 5. But he could roll forward for the 2.
Yeah. It looks like he's going to just roll it to make it and go down the 2.
But this really tells you how your arm's feeling, this
Yeah.
shot.
And this is the effect of 2.5 hours of play, too.
Right.
It's just tough table.
He actually hit it good, too.
Yeah.
Again, we're at Slate Billiards in St. Paul, and we got 6 9-footers here that are 4 1/4 pockets and 1 that are 4 1/3 pockets. So it's a great place to play. The tables are perfect, but it held that ball up for Matt.
Yeah. And what you're starting to see is they're starting to leave the table on a miss more often. And that's what happens too when you get a little tired or the game is a fair game and it's pretty even. Fatigue sets in.
Where's he going here?
Just gonna.
Why didn't he make his ball? He's waiting.
He's
just waiting.
He's torture.
I'm surprised he did that.
I am too.
He was straight in on the pink 4, and he decided to play safe.
He didn't
make his ball.
Yeah. Either
It's because he wants to run more than 1 ball, right? He didn't think he could run more than 1 ball. I'm shocked that he did that.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, because he could have drew all that and got it. The 5, 7, 9, 14 are all open.
Yeah.
Do you think he just didn't see it? I was really shocked by that shot. I mean, I don't know what happened there. I kind of feel like you might have been trying to torture him there.
Well, it's either they tortured or they didn't know it was there.
Didn't see it.
Yeah.
I've done that before in 1 pocket. I haven't played a lot on 1 pocket, but I've had a wide open shot and didn't shoot it before. And someone tells me afterwards, "Oh, why didn't you shoot that shot?" And you say you didn't see it.
Well, in poker, when there's the poker face, well, in 1 pocket, sometimes when you sell out, your opponent slaps the table when they sell out or something.
right.
Well, in this case, Matt probably just walked back to his chair and he didn't realize he sold out.
Exactly. Nobody realized it.
Yeah.
But now he's shooting it, and this is way harder than it last time.
Yeah.
Knocks it right in. But there was no future. And I mean, it was much more difficult to shape.
Right.
I mean, he should have went last time.
I agree.
But I think he might not have seen it.
Right.
So now he's on. Does he have 4? Does he have 1? I'm confused as to score on this.
Should be. Mistake there. I lost 1, 2, 3. It should be 3-2 then.
3-2, Tom's lead.
Yeah, because I think he made the one that was sitting in his jaw. It's 3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. He's banking the 9, it looks like.
Actually, it should be 3-2. Check.
That was a situation where Matt is totally happy with what's happened with this exchange, that he really only gave up 1 ball in the last few shots. Because I think Tom would have liked to have had many more balls than 1 in that exchange. So we're 3 balls to 2 in Tom's favor. But I think we've got the games confused as how with the game score. So it's
3-1.
3-1. Tom leads. So the red is the games. The red box is the games. I'll let the cue ball go.
Again, there's just some forcing of shots.
Yeah. So if you're watching, the gray boxes are the ball count, and the red boxes are the game count. So the game count is 3-1 for Tom, and the ball count is 2-2 in this game. Am I correct on that?
Yep, because he just fouled when he went back from 3-2. So this is a tough shot on this table, especially. So let's see how he's strokes
He
it.
rolled it, get it right
Nice
in the
shot.
pocket. Really nice shot. So that one hurt. Matt had to give up a ball, and Tom has made a ball and still shooting.
So he needs 5. I'm saying the 2, the 12, and the 14 are next.
That ball can be overcut when you're spinning it, when you're stretching that way. So he had a big stretch, and he was spinning it with outside English, and he overspun the ball and left the 5. No, I don't know where Matt's going next, but he's got to get on the 13 or the 14. I would assume that's where he's going. So he's probably going high right, high left, bouncing one rail, trying to get on the 14 or the 13. Doesn't want to go behind the orange.
And that's just the
Exactly
way,
where it
the
went.
way it's going now,
Yep.
you know?
Yep, that was the one spot he didn't want to land because it knocked all of his shots out of play. So we're back at
3-3 now.
3-3 in ball count. Then that really changed the game. I mean, Matt was looking at 4 or 5 balls there.
I just think to leave these balls on Tom's reel, I know that Tom's cannot make them yet, but to leave them there is so dangerous. At this stage, I think he needs to start thinking about getting rid of that 10, 11, 3.
Okay.
Because Tom can eventually come with a move shot where they open up and all of a sudden they're a major threat. So I think he's smart to do this.
He's just
Gonna
rolling
kick
in
it.
there.
I think he's going to kick it and get behind it. Yeah, that's a great shot. I think that's a good start to moving. Now, Tom can still do something. Get rid of the problem yet, but
No, and he's got the 2 sitting there too, and he's got a lot of pressure
what do you
on
like here?
on that side. I think he wants to protect that too. I think he
They can make the 9 in the side.
I
And then
don't
just drift down on the side rail.
I would not want to leave the 2 open. I feel like he can use the 2 to get out of trouble.
You're right. He went down too far. He could shoot the 2 and blast
Right.
those balls out right now.
Yeah, I really wanted to cover the 2 there if I was
Yeah.
shooting, I think.
I was thinking making the 9 and putting it on that first diamond below above the side.
I
pocket.
see. Right.
Um,
And maybe, I mean, I think blasting that 2 into that 3 is a fine shot, right?
yeah, right now it is. I think that's the way to go.
He's rolling it slow though. And he sold out. I think going hard into that was probably trying to clear a bunch
Yeah.
of balls out of there because he had the 9 and the 13 and the 14 were, kind of in his favor. And now Tom can go right to the 11, right, and get a shot in the 3. Try to get a shot in the 3. I think you go into this pretty hard,
Yeah.
but you want to make sure you miss the 3. Yeah. I don't know if he can cut this in or not. He might be able to.
From his gesture, he can't.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't like what happened. So that puts him on 4.
Yeah.
It's so hard to see the angles sometimes. It feels like he could almost cut the 3 in, but obviously he can't. Is he going to bank this and go stop on the pink?
I think this is a frustration bank. He knows he's going to sell the 9.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
But it worked out.
It did work out because the 9 covered the 14, the green stripe, and he didn't sell out really.
Matt's got the straight back 12 ball, and he's got coverage because
Yeah.
his balls are still tied up.
Right.
He could go for this and get shape on the 9 on the side rail, the right side rail. But he might be gun shy from shooting now too.
Right. Well, he almost has to shoot that ball, don't you think? I mean, I don't know that there's a lot else there that is in his advantage.
Well, I think he's gonna just ticky the 14, or that would be the other option. Is just
Yeah,
gonna,
but I don't think he can see it with the 9. It's a big ball if he can put this in. He shot real hard at that ball. Would you shot at that speed, or would you roll it more?
I would have shot the 14.
Shot, would you? If you were going to shoot that ball, would you have shot it that way?
I would have rolled it.
Rolled it.
Well, I don't know if I'd had the angle to get over to play safe on
Yeah,
the 14.
right.
Maybe he was trying to force something.
Yeah. And now I mean, he's just looking to protect that 14, right?
Yeah,
On this shot.
You know what I'm doing here? If I can see through the window, this is Tom shooting, right?
Yes.
He could shoot that 10 ball, stop shot on the 10, just not even a stop shot, just rolling into the 10. All you're doing is moving
Oh,
the 13-3 open.
you might
Or
open all those balls
11
up.
11-3.
11-3. Yeah, you could open all those balls. I feel like he's going to thin off the 10 and go back up to where he's standing.
Yeah,
Oh, he didn't want to hit that stripe. I know that much, but
and the difference between the shots that I was talking about, my shot would have pinned him on something.
Right.
This is, now he's got wide open air now.
Yeah.
And the balls are in Tom's favor still. But he's got a lot of air to get out of trouble right now. And he's still rolling.
Yeah,
I
he is.
thought he'd blast these.
Tom still doesn't have anything that goes in at this point.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a good and easy way to get out of there. Maybe he can see the 11.
Looks like he's going to tickle the 3.
Yeah,
and
that's
go
probably
over
a
by
good
the
shot,
12.
right? Because he opens his ball up.
Yeah,
He
now,
goes
will
behind
he spell
the
this 12?
pink.
Oh, wow.
Oh, if he went
Speed.
on and great speed, great shot.
So, and that's why I wouldn't want to leave those balls there for that long a period of time, because now finally they're open and they're scary. But that 9-14 presents a problem for Tom still.
I think he's stuck on that pink stripe,
Yep.
which makes it really difficult. I don't think he can.
Swerve shot.
I don't think he can hit the 9 from there.
I don't think so either. I think you almost have to play a swerve shot around to the side rail under the 3. It's the back of the 14.
Or do you just thin off the left side of the 14 and go by the upper left pocket with the cue ball
Yeah, could do that. Yep.
and accept the 3, give him the 3 ball.
Yep.
Because he can't go anywhere from there.
Right.
So I just feel like he could thin off the left side of that thing.
Wonder if he'll try to kick him behind that 14.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2 ways to get there. You could go zigzagging, jacked up over the 12, zigzagging back over there, or you could 2-rail behind it. That would require some English use, though. That'd be a tough shot.
That corner by that 14 is awful
It's
big.
huge with that 2-rail.
Yeah, with that. Yeah, I'd be scared to shoot that shot. I think in the end he's going to thin off that ball and put the cue ball by the upper left-hand corner.
It's amazing how powerful that is, though, being pinned on a ball.
Right. Yeah, because there's absolutely nothing he can do other than thin off this ball one way or the other, or swerve it like you said.
Yep. And that combo, the 11-3 combo, is easy, so he can't leave him that.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't like where he's at here at all. I think the simple shot is the shot. I think just rolling up to the end, rail, and giving him the 3 ball. I don't know that he sees that, but I just would look for something simple here. Because there really is nothing else to shoot at that I see.
Oh. I mean, you could 2-rail over, pin the 1 ball or the cue ball right on the 1 rail in the rail.
Is he going to try to roll the end rail here, thin it and go to the end rail?
Yeah.
which I don't know what, I mean, now he can maybe put that 14 right in the jaws. With a little inside spin, get that ball to drag forward and go straight. And then Matt would just have to pocket it. But I don't know if he's got that shot or not. If you really spin this with inside English, you can straighten that 14 up. That's what he did, and he got a shot in the 9.
Yep. So he needs 3. So he should. Let's see how good he gets on this 11 ball after he makes the 3, because he's.
And he might go right to the 11 and shoot the combo.
Yeah, he could.
And then he could win from there.
I'd like to. If I'm shooting, I'd like to be right on the spot shot.
Would you?
With my cue ball
Yeah.
right after this shot.
He's on that same line,
Same
so
line.
that's exactly right. So he's sitting at 6. He needs the 3 on the 11 and win the game.
Tom likes that shirt. I saw him wearing that shirt the other day.
Oh, did you? So he's just going to shoot it high left on this and go 2 rails.
Yeah.
Nice shot. And I think the money's on Tom for this one to take a 4-1 game lead here. That's what he's done. So we're sitting at 4-1, and we're about 8:45. This could be the last game of the night. We got Matt's break, and again, we're coming from Slate Billiards tonight. Great facility, wonderful tables. It's a private club. Like I said, different than any pool hall you'll ever go to. So if you're interested in improving your game and playing on great equipment, check it out. So Matt's sticking with the lower left pocket. Oh, he hit the rack, not where he wanted to there, and double kissed off it and scratched. So he owes a ball, put a coin by his pocket.
So I just talked to them, and they decided this is the last game. So
Okay.
it's 8:45, and we said 3 hours. So
Okay.
they're gonna make this the last game. This will probably be.
This probably go for 2 hours now. It's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
So Matt scratched, but he really didn't leave Tom a shot here. So Tom's probably banking that 14
It's like he's
at his hole.
banking it and through the window of the 7-10, and then his cue ball. Let's see if he sells out the 13 that's sitting on that rail.
Right.
I bet you he comes up just shy of it. I bet
Or
you
you
gets a
you
solid-
could 2-rail into the pack even. But he shot pretty hard. He went into the 2. He probably gave up the 5 here. This could be the opposite. It could be a quick rack if he can make the 5 and get a shot.
Yeah, he could rub the 9 here. If he
Right.
makes this 5, rub the 9, and the balls are all like a little drill.
This is where when you watch the pros, they always come up with a shot.
Yeah. they
So
do.
let's see if he comes up with a shot. It just seems like they do. He's drawing this ball. He's not rolling it. And he came out with the 6 ball. I kind of liked your shot rolling it rather than drawing out. I feel like your cue ball flies when you draw it out of there.
And I do the same thing in straight pool. Sometimes I play a hard shot because I want to break up balls.
Yeah, the cue ball
Really,
flies.
you see good straight pool players, they just tickle them and they open up,
But this worked out well.
fine, yeah.
He made a nice shot,
here.
really nice shot. He's got 2. Where do you go here? Do you go to the pink stripe?
I like coming back for the 2.
You like coming back for the 2 first? Oh, he's shooting it 2.
Okay.
That was
So that was a pattern choice difference.
Yeah, I think I didn't realize he had that back angle. I might have shot the 6 there. So we. So now he's got a thin cut in the 6, and this kind of really could destroy this run. I mean, he's on, how many balls does he have so far? 3 probably.
3 now. Yeah.
So that's the 4th one, and he held that cue ball. That was a great shot because he's jacked up, that hitting a thin cut, and he held that cue ball for the pink stripe. So that was an excellent shot.
He's got 4, but I'm on a -1 because he does owe 1.
Oh, he does all one. So he, now he's got 4 balls sitting there for sure. He's got the pink stripe, he's got the 3, the 1, and the pink 5, the pink 4. So there's 4 balls sitting there that he should get.
Played for the pink. Now he's got to draw back for the yellow.
And that would leave him 1 ball short, right? If he made those 4 balls.
Yep.
Might have went a little far, but now he probably can draw off that 3 to get to the yellow 1. Not sure. He can go to the
Might
11.
touch the
He could go to the
yeah,
11.
Yeah.
Off right into the 15.
Yep. That was a good choice there.
So now I think he needs 2 balls to get out.
He owes 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 down, but he owes 1.
So he needs 2 balls.
Yeah.
So now he's got to get from the 11. He can squeeze into the 7 and can shoot the 8. If he's got the angle on the 11, I feel like he should go to the 7 or go to the 10.
Going into the back of the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Draw.
It looks to me like he's got a good angle to do that and then get out. Nice shot.
And he hit it in such a way, I don't know if a lot of players, they don't give themselves a bridge there. They'd be jacked up. But he hit it in a way where he just tickled it perfect.
This was a fantastic run.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is the last game, Matt should feel good about the night.
Yep.
Maybe, yeah.
That was it.
That was a fantastic run. I mean, he ran 9 and out.
Yep.
So what a way to end the night.
And who knows if this match went another 4 hours, what that 9 and out would do on
that would
Tom's tension in his stroke.
And Matt could be feeling really good after that. If they were playing for another 3 hours, Matt might really like it after running 9 and out.
And I would say that before this match, I wasn't sure how this was going to go, but 3 hours, anything can happen. And that's when you start to feel out what your opponent can do. I think next time they play, they'll have a 6 to 10 hour war, and it'll be more fun.
I feel like Matt fought back hard there because he was down 3 games to zero, and he ended up, losing 4-2. So it could have been a lot worse for Matt, and that 9 and out there to end the night is a nice way to end.
And it's also want to say that if you look at the Fargo rating, the 630 to 599, Tom Riggle does not play tournaments. So that 599 is not indicative of how good he plays. It's
especially
a much
one
more
pocket.
fair match, yes.
Especially one pocket. So I completely agree. But thanks everyone for tuning in. It was fun sitting here with Mike talking tonight, and we'll do this again. And we want to thank Slate Billiards again for bringing this to everyone. And have a great night.
Yep. Thanks, Brian.
All right. Thanks everyone. Good night.